I said go.
Go? Oh. Yes.
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 You guys gotta tell me how everything sounds and looks, okay? Please? Yes? No?
Need the links. Oh, wait, that's right. I have your link.
Yes.
Ah, yes, it's not even up yet.
Jimmy, shut the fuck up.
Hey, shut the hell up.
Shit.
You have a bias, don't you? Damn it, I can't say it. Said it too much, I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a bias.
You have a bias, don't you?
Can you?
Did you start streaming?
Yeah, I started.
I'm waiting for it to come up.
Oh, it's up,
Yeah,
alright.
well, you and me both, kid.
It's up, and so am I.
Stay woke, man. Stay woke.
Still woke.
Whoa.
Oh, got some buffer.
I'll show you this buffer.
Oh, I forgot. It's I accidentally
Jimmy, you're buffering. What the hell?
Hey, shut the hell up. I was I was doing a system update.
Shut the hell up. You have a bias.
Is everything fine now, or is it still buffering?
It's buffering.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is stop this.
So what you're telling me is you have a bias.
Well, yes, I do.
Good.
All right, everything up now?
Yeah?
Yeah, for real?
Oh, yes, I see you.
Ah, thank
Oh,
you.
no, there's a wheel.
You're playing from here? Oh, you're playing from the start.
Oh god, it's like repeating it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing from the start. What the hell, wheel?
What did you just say?
What did you just say? Look at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing from the beginning. Because if I started from my file, there wouldn't be anything.
Oh, but Jimmy, spoilers.
There would have been more spoilers on my actual account.
But Jimmy, okay.
How's the game audio and my mic audio and everything?
It sounds like you.
No, but is it good? Is one higher than the other?
Oh, I'm waiting for most of the action to happen because yes.
Yes.
Open your eyes.
Anyways, oh, how many of you guys are watching? I'm just making sure because I see
Open your
5
eyes.
5 people watching.
That's why I'm
I'm watching.
Wake up, Link.
trying to find out who's watching. Anyways, for people I don't know who are watching, hey,
I
welcome.
think your game audio is just a little bit on the loud side, but I think that's just me.
Loud?
Yeah. Like, I could definitely hear the game audio a little bit over your voice.
Whoa, nudity, whoa. This is gonna get taken off of YouTube. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, what the hell, dude?
Hey, calm down.
Calm down.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hey Scott, can I change the video game audio from Scott?
You should be able to.
No, but
It's
can
ska. It's
I,
ska.
can I change it from opening up Elgato Capture? I should, right?
You should be able to change it on OBS.
Okay, how? I'm sorry.
There should be an audio source, where like your mic and your desktop audio is. That should say Elgato also.
Oh,
You can
okay.
lower that.
Is that better? I lowered it right now.
Now we gotta wait for the
Oh, for the lag.
yeah. I gotta refresh.
Oh.
Refreshing.
Alright, is that good?
Yeah, a little better.
Alright, just let me know, because I'm trying to... Oh.
Go on, play the game.
Alright, cool. Alright, so, yeah, this is Breath of the Wild. Have you guys seen the beginning?
Yep.
Numerous times, right? Okay, so, you guys want to start by talking about what you guys thought about Nintendo's E3?
That is a Sheikah slate.
Oh, yeah,
Take
that's right.
it.
I did.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
When I woke up and,
Wait, I'm sorry. First let's introduce ourselves for people who are...
I'm that guy that was streaming, yesterday. That guy.
That guy, Koji Natsu, right?
Alright.
Oh wow, the Sheikah slate.
I should probably lower the volume, like, very low on, your stream, because then I'm gonna scramble my head.
Yes.
Yeah. So, should we start talking about it right now?
Yeah, welcome to the channel, anyone who's watching. First I want to kind of introduce myself a little bit again. I'm Jimmy, and I love and play a lot of Nintendo games, and that's what I'm probably gonna focus on more often on this channel. I will be doing other games and stuff. It's just like I'm gonna be focusing more on Nintendo. But yeah, we're just like chilling and talking about E3 while I'm playing. Yeah, so the one who's about to talk right now is Scott, or Koji Natsu. And
So, I mean, if anyone wants any kind of background on me, I played a lot of Nintendo, but not enough to where I've had a good childhood. But, you know, I know enough to...
Hold the
to
Sheikah
really
slate up to the pedestal.
say, like, oh, this is good,
That
this is
will
bad,
show you the way.
Nintendo's doing good. So I just want to just give my input on what they've been talking about, what Nintendo's been talking about within the 25 minutes they presented.
You know, I mostly grew up with like a PlayStation, so I'm not as knowledgeable about like Nintendo's history. I mean, I think my first true
Link.
Nintendo system was the Wii.
You are the light.
Although I did play
Our
the
light.
64 and GameCube at like
That
family
must
members'
shine
houses
upon
and stuff like that.
Hyrule once again.
But it wasn't until the Wii where I truly
Now
started
go.
getting into Nintendo and whatnot.
So you know enough. You know enough.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
What
it's
you're
pretty
excited for.
you're more aware of like what's been happening recently, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, recently, yeah, for sure.
Have you watched the E3 presentation?
I did watch a video of it. I didn't watch it live, but I did watch the video.
Oh wow, look how beautiful this scene is.
I watched the VOD. I didn't stay up to watch it. So I guess let's get into the presentation. It started off with kind of like a montage of the games that are coming out for Nintendo Switch. And it was weird because I actually recognized a couple people in that intro, and
Did you?
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Like who, to name a few?
One of them was, I think, Jimmy Wong, from Rocket Jump. Peter Chow. I don't know if anyone remember Peter Chow.
Peter Chow.
Peter Chow. Who else? Some people from Rooster Teeth. That's really it that I
Rooster Teeth had
recognize.
a huge like
Give me a
thing going on
second.
with D3 this year.
They were presenting like IGN did. They were doing not like a panel, but like they were just doing like discussion shows before and after the presentations, press conferences. So, anyways, going on to the list of games that they talked about in the presentation, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They showed a full like 2.5 minutes trailer. which I mean, for them bring up the first game, I haven't dove too deep into the Xenoblade series. With my experience, I couldn't get into the game, but like I love the atmosphere and just the vibrant.
And you said that you had Xenoblade Chronicle X. What did you think of that one?
Yeah. It felt great. The only thing I would have to knock off about it, even though at its core is what is Xenoblade, the combat. I couldn't get into the combat. It felt weird. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'm pretty sure is gonna be great. I mean, given it's probably gonna be the same combat that I can't get into. But, this is a game that, has had such a cult following that I'm not going to say it's bad. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Do you have any inputs on it?
Yeah, well, kind of like you, like, it started off like okay. I couldn't personally get into it too much either. I don't know, it's just the combat felt a lot different from Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know, it didn't feel as great. And then the story-wise too, when I started playing a little bit more by myself, it just didn't give that, like, how should I say, I guess the, like, oomph that Chronicles has had a really good story in comparison to the Chronicles X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what'd you think about it?
So, I don't have history with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've always thought, the Xenoblade series in general. I've always thought they looked cool. I love the idea. I love open worlds in general, so that immediately appeals to me when it comes to games like that. Just like you, Scott, I could not get into the combat because from a glance, it looks complicated. I've been told that it's pretty simple once you get used to it, but yeah, for the most part, I guess I was just more intrigued by the graphics and like the way that like the world was set up.
I think I understand what you mean, or other people say that it's simple and it's easy to get into. Like I was able to pick up on it just as fine.
Yeah.
The only downside that I felt was just being able, I think what I feel like a great combat would be is being able to dodge attacks or being able to just from a distance not be able to get touched and be fine. But like I'll run like 20-30 feet and I'm still getting hit by like a ground pound and I'm like, what? I shouldn't even be hit by that, but it's I guess it's just the stats that matter. I can't mess with it.
Yeah. As for the reveal of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, though, that didn't really appeal to me for any of the people who saw my reaction, because I did do a reaction video to Nintendo's Direct E3 when I live streamed it. To me personally, I think it's a step back from like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think it's a step back in like terms of like graphics, because like they found an art style that I guess they want to like experiment with, but I feel as if though the art style that they had before was like already something that was like, not perfected, but like where they were going in the right direction with me personally. So seeing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the art style that it has, it kind of turned me off. And no, yeah, don't get me wrong. I think it's a nice looking game, but like I didn't feel it. And it's kind of jarring, considering like with the way that the art style has been before, and it goes more in the direction of like anime-esque, if you know what I'm talking about. Like do you see that kind of I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? Like it looks more anime.
Yeah.
But those are just my opinions. I am happy for those who were looking forward to that game, because I know it's been highly anticipated, and it's like a cult. It's like a not really cult classic, but or like cult series, but like it has a niche audience. I feel so. I'm happy for those who were looking forward to that game.
Also, Max.
Yeah,
Don't forget the Max.
that was like one of the main reasons why I wanted X, but you know.
It was too far away from our grasp, so yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. So, moving on to before like it started like that, like what we could have done. Kirby. That's it. They just changed the title of Kirby. The game. Well, the game has always been, to its roots, a side-scrolling platformer. They have did some pretty cool stuff to it. I've seen where you can kind of like not really recruit other entities, but like I don't know how you can explain it, but like you can have people fighting, you can have others fighting by your side.
It's like that other Kirby game that came out on the NES, I believe. I forgot what it was called, but me and Kevin played it.
Kirby Superstar Saga? I think it was called. It's like the compilation. It's like a compilation.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, I think it's just called Kirby Superstar.
Yeah, Kirby Superstar, something like that. It kind of reminded me of that game. It kind of had the feel of that game. More obviously more modernized.
Yeah, it's Kirby. Yeah, I just looked it up. It's Kirby Superstar.
For the name.
I mean, this game looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Again, like I'm just nitpicking because I have a problem sometimes where sometimes I don't look at the grand scheme of things, but like I just look at the smaller things, because yeah, that's just how I am. But I feel as if though, I don't know, I kind of when you do new entries in a game, like a franchise, because Kirby's more 2D than it is a 3D franchise. I was just hoping for I guess a little bit more graphical flair. I mean, I wasn't expecting this game at all, so I didn't know what what I was gonna be shown. But I just thought it looked like a sequel to Return to Dreamland on the Wii, and there's nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with the way that game looks. It's just I guess I just want a little bit more new. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't really have any expectations. I don't know because I don't know what to expect out of a Kirby game. But just the trailer. This looks like a pretty exciting game. We're talking about Kirby, which there's no official title yet for this game. It's only Kirby coming out in 2018. Just 2018.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a title in the work.
Yeah. Unless they title it Kirby Superstar 2 or something. Here's other news. Rocket League. The cult a very popular game that's been out for about 10 years is now coming to Nintendo Switch this holiday in 2017, which also is coming with crossplay between Xbox One and PC.
That's gonna do really well.
That's gonna do really well. There has been talks about, especially with Minecraft becoming to be crossplay between every other platform in existence except Xbox 360 and PS4.
Yeah.
So same with Rocket League. PS4 isn't gonna make it to isn't gonna make the cut, which is very unfortunate. I would like to see all the consoles being able to crossplay. But also another news with Rocket League is that they're gonna be just like other third-party games. There will be third-party. Or there's gonna be Nintendo accessories you can put on top of your car. New cars are gonna come out with the new update, so that's gonna be really exciting.
Any thoughts on this new Rocket League coming to the Switch or the coming updates?
Honestly, I would get it because it looks fun, and like,
Really fun.
and the fact that you could take it anywhere on the go, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's gonna be really fun. Being able to play with 4 of your friends and being
Yeah,
able to play online with people on PC, being able to play against people on the other consoles.
Yeah, setting up like a little get together for Rocket League and hopefully potential other games like that. It's gonna leave a bright future for the Switch. Like no question. Yeah. But
Definitely, hopefully, you know.
more games like that.
exclusive.
More games like that is stuff like I like to see.
Oh yeah. And Rocket League's a huge step forward right now.
Getting back to Xenoblade 2 very quick. Was it just me, or did you guys feel like the voice acting in the trailer wasn't like the best? Like, was it just?
I mean, okay. I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge the voice acting, let alone, I mean, especially in the Xenoblade. I don't want to judge the voice acting on the trailer, because I've heard like terrible voice acting at like other shows, anime, movies, and stuff like that. And they were bad in the trailer, but that's only because the voices were done for the trailer.
Okay, that's
So,
true.
I mean, given, you know, they should have been better, I wouldn't judge the voice acting based on the trailer. Maybe it might be better then, maybe it might be worse. Maybe it's not gonna matter. Who knows? But, you know, the voice acting right now, it's like, it's in the middle. I didn't think it was that bad, actually. So, I don't... Whatever happens with the game is whatever gonna happen to the... Whatever is gonna happen to the game, so...
I don't mean to discredit the voice actors.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like from a trailer standpoint, I just got caught off guard because like if you look at it, because like first impressions are everything. So like when I saw it personally, and I saw how the voice actors dragged out like screaming or like yelling towards each other and whatnot, it just felt like it disconnected me, and I was more like, whoa, what was that? More than like, oh, this trailer is pretty cool. But that was just like a little thing I wanted to bring up.
I don't know how much like Xenoblade takes itself seriously. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it's not. I don't know. But we'll have to see when the game comes out and when, you know, people start talking about it.
Yeah.
So next in the list, Fire Emblem Warriors coming out for the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS. And this Fire Emblem Warriors game is made by Koei Tecmo Team Ninja, the creators of the Dynasty Warriors games, and Samurai Warriors, for those who played Samurai Warriors and haven't played the other one. And it's including pretty much, as far as I'm seeing, well, I don't know too much about Fire Emblem, but a lot of the poster characters are gonna definitely be in there.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know too much about the lore of Fire Emblem, but I'm pretty sure, as far as what I've seen, like most of the fan favorites and the important story characters are gonna be in there. Maybe the next discussion we'll have someone who does know Fire Emblem to talk more about it.
Yeah. But
Unless you can open up on this.
I mean, I don't have much history with it. Like, I wanted to get in with Awakening, but that didn't happen. But I have played demos, and like I have tried it out from a few of my friends' copies. Like I actually got to play some battles, and I am a big fan of turn-based strategy games like Fire Emblem. So like I understand. See, cause like Zelda Hyrule Warriors was for Nintendo, cause that's another Warriors game, and it's based on the Nintendo franchise, and like nobody expected that, nobody saw that coming when it was announced, and look how well that did. Like it did reasonably well for being on the Wii U, a failing console. But my point is that a lot of the appeal from Fire Emblem is the turn-based strategy. So when you turn that kind of a game into something that's more of a hack and slash, I don't know how people are gonna feel about that. But that's why I could argue that that's how people felt about Zelda being like an action adventure RPG that they turned into a hack and slash, and look how well that did. So
I think like honestly between Legend of Zelda and Fire Emblem, I would think Fire Emblem would get like the warrior treatment first, because I mean think about it, like I mean let's state the obvious, you know, they have swords, they have these special abilities, so it's like why not, you know?
yeah.
I would think Fire Emblem would have had it first, but you know, now that it's getting it, I think it's pretty cool. I'm definitely a big fan of the Warriors series, and I played Hyrule Warriors, and that's a really good game. Fire Emblem Warriors, so I'm excited for. I'm not too much of a big fan of Fire Emblem series, but I'm down to get this game and play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of content in this, and definitely you can tell, based on like the cinematics, the camera angles, the poses, you can tell this is a totally Tecmo game.
Yeah.
You can tell this is a Warriors game. When I saw the trailer, I got hyped. I saw this game, I was like, oh, this is definitely a Warriors game. This felt good. So I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm gonna get this game. I don't know about getting it day one, but I'm gonna get this.
You're gonna buy a Switch for it? That's the game that's gonna make you buy a Switch?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get the Switch.
That's interesting. That's the first that I've heard from anyone. And that's cool because that's your opinion. But it's just like, it's pretty interesting to see that Fire Emblem Warriors would make you want to get a Switch.
Well, okay. It's between this and Super Mario Odyssey, which we'll talk about.
Oh God, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when it comes up. Okay, so Fire Emblem Warriors coming out fall 2017 on the Nintendo Switch and 3DS. Sold where games are sold. So Metroid Prime was teased right after, and it was only a 30-second video of just Metroid Prime and then the number 4, now in development for Nintendo Switch. And that's all people were given. And people are losing their goddamn minds. Why? I don't play Metroid. Why?
There are a lot of hardcore fans. It's a beloved series. My only experience with Metroid is Other M, and people seem to hate that one. I didn't think it was bad personally, but then again, I've never really played the other Metroids to compare to. So I could see why people are excited. It's a game that people have been waiting for years, and like they've always been constantly disappointed. I mean, they got Federation Force when they felt like they deserved on Metroid Prime 4. The thing that I actually read about though, right after the announcement, was that it's not being handled by the same team, Retro, who usually makes the Metroid Prime, the Metroid Prime series. It's being handled by another team that Nintendo's entrusting to. So that's kind of worrying, like for me, like to the fans, because we don't know how they're gonna handle it. We don't know what it looks like, and we don't know how much they're gonna change or what's gonna happen. Like again, I'm excited for the Metroid fans again, because like that's a pretty cool deal. But only time will tell. And to be honest, when I saw because all they showed was a 4 for when they teased it, and then it showed Metroid 4. I was gonna get hyped because I thought it was Pikmin 4. I love Pikmin, but I was kind of upset that I didn't get to see it in the direct.
Yeah, I've heard a good amount of people that were upset that a Pikmin game isn't gonna come out, but we might see it maybe next year. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna come out. They're gonna be announcement of it next year.
I'm just shocked because There was interviews of Shigeru Miyamoto saying that it's pretty much almost done. So I thought it was a given at E3 2017. Like we had never heard of the Kirby game or the Yoshi game being in development, but they showed up. So that's why I was kind of like a little disappointed that Pikmin 4 didn't come up.
Maybe they're saving it for a special occasion. I don't know. We don't even know if the time is right.
Yeah, I feel like that's a game like Miyamoto would save. Like maybe, well, looking at it now, I didn't think this before, but maybe he'll talk about it in a separate direct, like when they announce other games that they've deemed more important for a direct.
Yeah, probably needs its own like spotlight. Probably.
Is Matthew and Kevin with us still? Oh, you don't have anything to say about anything right now?
About Metroid or the Fire Emblem games?
Well, for Metroid, other than a lot of the like hardcore diehard fans are like probably creaming their pants right now. That's been much. I know when I was working at GameStop, my coworker loved Metroid, and like that's all he would ever talk about almost. And he really wanted like an actual Metroid game, so it looks like he actually got what he wanted. Well, it's pretty cool for him.
It says it's in development, so probably in about 1 or 2 years. So Classic K says right here that we need information. We need more information. No screenshot will sell me on this. Well, I think what they're rolling off of is just pure hype on the title.
Yeah.
As long as they have word. Well, the screenshot, yeah, it's basically the teaser they showed. I think right now they're just rolling off of the name, which it's not safe. I don't feel it's safe right now.
Yeah, because for all we know, it could look like, or it could just end up being another Federation force.
It might just flop, and they're just rolling off of the name. So I mean, it's good to hear that they're pushing for another Metroid, but it's not. It's nice, but it's not safe right now. The hype's gonna die off. They're gonna talk about it again, and I don't know if people are gonna be as excited as they were when they first heard about it. First heard about the announcement of Metroid Prime 4. So yeah, Metroid Prime now in development for the Nintendo Switch. That's all the information we have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, as was announced when the game came out, there was going to be 2 expansions for the game. The first one was what was it called? Okay, so the Master Trials. So it's going to be coming with the Trial of the Sword.
Yeah. They're gonna be it's gonna be like I think they said 100 or 50, like, or half 100 room trial, and your reward is an upgraded Master Sword. Because the Master Sword in the game that I'm playing right now, being Breath of the Wild, when you get it, it's a weapon that doesn't break, but it runs out of energy. So I'm guessing like when it's not gonna run out of energy once you get the reward from the trial room.
How do you think they're gonna upgrade the Master Sword when you finish the trial?
Honestly, I could see them doing it in multiple ways. They could be doing it like a link to the past or a Link Between Worlds, or like it's like they just improve the weapon, like by blacksmithing, or I just don't know, honestly. They could do it like Skyward Sword did, where there's like a sacred flame at the end that you use. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now, but I think it's cool, but I don't think it's like worthy of like I feel like you want more of a reward. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it. you want, like, it's a cool reward, but like it should be a little bit more than it too, because the Master Sword in this game is already unbreakable. But like what happens when it runs out of energy is that it shoots into the, I think it shoots into the sky. I've personally never experienced this. I think I've seen it on YouTube though. It shoots up into the sky and goes back to the sacred grounds where you pull it out of until it recharges and you can pull it out again.
Well, it's a little bit more fair. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not like with your reward with this is that it's not gonna run out of energy. So like it'll be like you don't have to wait, or you can just use it all the time whenever you want.
Who knows? Maybe it might.
Yeah, I'm going off of opinion. So I think it's cool, but like, you know, especially because you're having to pay for it. It kind of makes it a little bit harder to sell.
Well, I mean, they're putting out content. They let you, you know, they give you a challenge, and it's like, yeah, I'll take the challenge. Why not?
That's true.
But yeah, so along with actually segueing into that, they're adding a new difficulty along with the expansion pack, which is Master Mode, the highest difficulty. Offers new unique challenges to the player. Enemies will go up by 1 rank, so they'll be doing a lot more damage, a lot more agile. And I guess you'll be seeing more higher ranked enemies that you normally.
So the thing is that like the enemies that I'm fighting right now, the red moblins will become blue moblins. The blue moblins are a level higher than the red ones. So we're not going to see more red ones from what it sounds like. We're going to just see blue ones from the beginning. And then the ones that were once blue, are going to become white. And then the ones that were white are going to go, and so on. It just moves up a level for each enemy.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot harder. I think, like, people have been talking about before, like right around when they mentioned the expansion pass, like, oh, why a difficult game like that? It's like, I think where they wanted to kind of, like, justify it is the trial of the sword. So you have something to go along, you have something good to go along with you, unless they don't let you bring it all in. So I don't know.
I gotta interrupt the conversation very quick. QB Kid says, "Show your penis." And no, I will not. I will not show my penis.
But you will, Alan. What we will show you though is a dickhead. You can see him on the webcam right now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. But I mean, now that we're here, now that QB Kid is here, maybe we could talk about some of the games that we were never able to talk about, like maybe Fire Emblem or Xenoblade or.
If QB Kid wants to join the actual conversation, we should just go on Discord.
Well, let us know. Come on in and provide us with your insight. We would like to hear. We would like to hear from you.
Yeah, anyone watching, pretty much. Unless you're a rando. I'm sorry, rando, but
If you're a rando,
if you're a rando, you could subscribe. And if you like what you see. No, just Discord.
on YouTube right now. So.
Yo, is this Sir Sethington?
Yeah, Sir Sethington, indeed.
Seth.
Would you like to talk with us about Nintendo? I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, the games were all games. Is there any of the games that you'd like to go in depth about that we've talked about so far?
No, I think you guys covered the subject amazingly.
Well, any insight or
Like,
anything that we haven't said anything, or you're good?
Do you want to say anything about any game that we already talked about?
Well, honestly, I mean, I don't know. I mean, as far as the games are concerned that you talked about, not really. I'm just waiting for when they talk about localizing Monster Hunter Double Cross.
Oh,
For the Switch.
true.
One day. They'll probably have set aside time for that. Maybe in about 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
there. Okay, so other things that are included in the expansion pass is Heroes Path mode, which tracks every step that you take. I don't know why it would. Actually no. It records every step you take, so you
You
can
have been
replay it.
asleep for the past
No, so
100
wait,
years.
we're talking about the expansion.
The beast.
No, I'm sorry, it's not.
When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its
It
end.
shows your footsteps.
Yeah, so it records like what path you took and like where you walked exactly for like the past 200 hours of game time.
Goddamn, that's a lot of stepping.
Yeah, so like basically if you finish the game like even under like
Now
150 hours, it'll record everything.
You must
But
hurry.
I'm not
Link,
too sure if that goes for like the game that you've already played and
before
like you
it's
want to look
too
back
late.
at before the update, or if it's talking about like any game that that you start after you got the update or the DLC.
I don't think it's recording anything right now, so I don't think you were gonna be able to see everything yet so far. But I mean, since it's an expansion and they assume that you are playing for the game already, that it's gonna do it. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see when it comes out. So the DLC pack, when the Massive Trials,
Oh,
will come out June 30th.
I know you guys.
Other stuff are coming.
I know you guys can't see right now because of lag, but like when me and Audrey first played this, like I'm pretty sure you guys could see me on the tower now, but like when you guys fall down or when you fall down from the platform, you could hear your footsteps and like it's just like the most addicting thing ever. You guys are gonna hear that right now. It's like
Just hearing the footsteps.
yeah, just like the slap of Link's feet hitting the.
Just God, that was pretty OP.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I guess
so
sidetracked.
They also announced Champions Ballad, the second expansion pack,
Mhm.
which they haven't talked about it too much here, but they've talked about what is going to come in what's going to come with the expansion pack earlier on when they announced it. I think like 4 months ago, three months ago. So look back on that. Champions Ballad is coming out holiday 2017, wherever DLCs are sold.
I was expecting some because we've already gotten like a little bit of detail about the expansion pass DLC where they were gonna add more story to like the game. I was expecting something for like how they were gonna treat it for after the game, like after you beat it. Like I don't know how they're gonna treat this. Like if this is like a separate story that you could play while you're playing the main story, or if you have to do it before or after. That's what I'm curious about. Like where that story is gonna take place.
Wait, as far as the trial?
Yeah, as far as like the Champions Ballad thing.
Oh, the Champions Ballad. I think you'll be able to like access it through like probably an NPC or somewhere on the map. Perhaps the world is so big. You probably at some point or someone you have to encounter to start it. So, is that all we talk about for Breath of the Wild, or is there anything you would like to input?
It's a really good game.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Like from what you guys are seeing right now, like it's fun.
Legend of Zelda,
Yeah, it's
Breath of the Wild, now out or has been out on the Wii U and the Switch.
no, just
out
the
where-
Switch, just the Switch. At least that's what Nintendo wants you to think.
Now sold where games are sold.
Exactly.
Just the Switch. Okay. So another thing that came up in the presentation is Yoshi. Still a working title for the Nintendo Switch, and it debuts, which actually looks like what was the Yoshi's Woolly World?
It looks like Yoshi's Woolly World, like, but with the more paper aesthetic or craft aesthetic. And honestly, it looks stunning. Like to like it looks like a really nice game. I'm a sucker for games that use the paper aesthetic.
The Paper Mario.
Yeah, the games similar to that paper like world and stuff. Yeah, I'm a sucker for.
Like, oh yeah, like Paper Mario looks really good. The Woolly World looked really good. The Kirby's Epic Yarn, I think it's called. That looked really good. So I have no doubt that this one's gonna look good and it's gonna play as well as it did in the Woolly World.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see when they put out more details on the game.
What I'm a little disappointed with from all the games that they've kind of shown, personally, again, like I'm honestly just talking about my personal preferences at this point, but I feel as if though there are a lot of Nintendo's been putting out a lot of like 2D platformers, and again I love 3D open world games like Zelda and like what they're doing with Odyssey. So I just hope Nintendo gets the memo, and like, cause like that's how a lot of like Nintendo fans feel in general. Like they want more things to do with like their favorite characters, and like I feel like while not putting all of their franchises in 3D, like I think some should just stick with 2D. I think like they should be more open to like putting more time and effort into like developing like good games. I lost my train of thought. I'm playing.
No, I get you. Like, they don't want to they want to put out 3D open world games, but they don't want to oversaturate their franchises with it. I think really what it comes down to is being back to their roots of where. Well, not really that they never left their roots. It's just they want to stick with what works.
Yeah.
I don't see how Yoshi or Kirby would do in an open world.
Yeah, I'm not saying like open world, but like a 3D space, like
yeah.
I don't know, cause if they're not oversaturating with 3D, they're oversaturating with 2D.
With a lot of 2D stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Isn't there fish right here?
Okay, I had to fix my mic. So in the chat, QB Kid, bring up Dark Souls cart, please. I don't get it.
So what is this? Yeah, what is this Dark Souls cart everyone keeps freaking talking about?
I think it's just
Isn't it a meme?
It's just a meme. And also the 126. Fuck you, Jimin.
Who's the 126?
20 viewers.
Hey, so. Hey,
So,
it's a
he
rando?
wants to fuck.
Hey, honestly, I'd fuck me too. I mean, look at me.
Honestly, like, if I could, I would.
I know,
Bitch.
Bitch. All jokes aside.
So, all jokes aside, yeah, I don't know what you're trying to fuck, but trying to get at this.
Just welcome to the stream. I hate you, Jimmy.
Welcome to the stream, yeah.
Who is this guy?
He's just here. He's just chilling.
Cool.
Don't worry, we're chilling too.
Yeah, don't worry. We're just chilling. Straight chilling.
So,
You Jimmy the Great.
after,
This guy's making me laugh more.
so, moving on. They did talk about the Pokemon Direct.
Oh shoot, Andre is here?
Yeah, Andre.
Pokemon DX is coming to the Switch along
And we're
with
really popular.
an upgraded version of Sun and Moon. Along with that, they did tease a very, not even subtle, but a tease nonetheless. Talked about an unnamed Pokemon game, the core Pokemon RPG game.
Okay.
For the Switch.
I was not expecting that. I thought like that was something that they would save until like they had something ready, like to be shown. But at the same time, it does well to announce something. It's like the Metroid thing. Like you can't really be sold on it because like a did he say it was a mainline Pokemon or did he say it was just a Pokemon game in the works for Switch?
core Pokemon game in the works for the Switch.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty cool.
So what people are thinking, it's probably what it's gonna be. A Pokemon turn-based RPG, as it is for the handheld consoles. It's from Pokemon Red, Blue, all the way to Sun and Moon.
Alright. I was not expecting them to bring that up at all, to be honest.
Like, honestly, I didn't see... What I didn't see coming was them trying to be subtle about it. It was more like a conversation thing where, like, they'll kind of toss it on the side, or they kind of briefly, like, more the Pokemon game coming out, and then they're back to their conversation. That's what I felt.
Yeah, Toads, by the way, there's a Pokemon.
Yeah. So, I mean, given that, like, this is just like the Metroid, this is kind of like empty promises that we're honestly, like, we don't know if they're gonna deliver or not, or when it's gonna come out. So, we don't know. All the information we have is that it's gonna be a core Pokemon RPG as it is on the handhelds.
Well, I'm not really. I like Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sold on it until. I mean, I think it would be great on the Switch. Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted because I was fighting with that. Okay, what was I saying? Oh no, okay. Pokemon's a cool franchise. I like it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I like it. It's like a really cool game. I feel like it would do its best on the Switch because it's gonna have better graphics. It's gonna have more capabilities, and I feel like if it did do well, then like I don't see them putting out another Pokemon game on the 3DS, because like when you have so much to work with on the Switch and like capability wise and all that, why would you like go back to the 3DS and like downplay or like downscale yourself? Like you're shooting yourself in the own foot. So
well, the only thing I could say they would do well on the Switch, because I think as far as capabilities, they've pushed the boundaries and they've done what they wanted in the game. The only thing I could say they can really push the boundaries of is maybe the graphics, but mostly how expensive the game can get. Everyone's dreams has been like, oh, what if they put all 6 or 7 regions in one game? Oh my god, that would be sick.
Yeah, that.
That's a possibility, but I don't think that they're gonna pull something like that because it would just be. I don't know if it would be way too much to do, or if it's not possible to have all fit all 7 regions.
That's the thing though. They can do so much. What they choose to do, we don't know. But like if they do so much, it's gonna be hard to go back to like a handheld. Like it's pretty much like you're gonna want to have a. Oh, thank you, QB Kid. I love you too. I'm sorry, I saw.
Suck your mom's dick. Oh my god.
Who's?
I don't think
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
I want to know. This guy seems cool. I want to be.
I don't think this is an end all. For the 3DS.
No.
Pokemon game.
I'm not saying
It could be though. It could be. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility that they won't be able to go back to portable, like true portable, because like it's like you're gonna get a taste of something like magical, then like everything else is gonna taste vanilla.
Yeah, you don't want to go back, especially since the Switch is both a home console and a portable console.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
It's just so much better.
Like what I'm just imagining right now. But you fucking love vanilla. No, cause like what I'm imagining right now is that if they put it on the Switch, they could do a lot. They could put all the Pokemon from all the regions in one. They could what people want to come back as a feature is having your Pokemon walk beside you. Now, we don't know if it's gonna be like a 2D pixel game, because that's what they could do. And like, as much as I don't want them to do it, I would want like a full 3D model game. But like we don't know, because like we don't know, because we haven't seen it. But like, if they do choose to do the 3D model route, they could do so much. It could like control differently. Like you'll have full 360 degree and like control stick space. You could have like your Pokemon follow behind you. Like your Pokemon, like all your Pokemon, like from behind or walking with you or whatever, they could be to scale finally. Like if they so choose to, like they don't have to be like the same size as your body or like your avatar.
I think the capabilities for that were possible in the 3D. I feel like it's possible in the 3DS. They just didn't do it.
No, well, like on a 3DS, they limit almost every franchise on a 3DS because they make it more of a game like you just want to take on the go. Like for instance, like Luigi, like I'm just using this as an example. Luigi's Mansion was a console game, like when it first released, and then when they made their sequel on the 3DS, they made it more mission and level based, and like, yeah, I guess that's my example. I know you guys haven't played that game, but yeah, basically any game franchise that they bring to a 3DS or a handheld, they're just gonna make it more focused on a like level to level basis, or like bite size, kind of like 3D Land 2. So like people wanted like a full 3D game, full 3D Mario game on the 3DS, but what they got was like a pseudo 3D game that played more like a 2D Mario in a 3D space.
Well, we don't know how much like they try to limit on the 3DS, but who knows what their vision of what they want the Pokemon game to be on the Switch. Hell, it could be, it could be just like Sun and Moon, where you're walking by yourself and stuff like that, or if it's just gonna be a whole new region and set of Pokemon.
But I feel like we have the right to want more from Game Freak and Nintendo, like, because like they should be trying to impress us with everything they've got, you know what I mean? So like I don't think it's too far out of the realm to imagine like, oh, they might go full out, because this is their first time like it's gonna be on a quote unquote home console.
Well, I mean, my rebuttal would be, what was the last time you've heard people request things and they've actually delivered on said request?
I could name only I could name only a little bit, but like that's why I'm saying it gives me like hope, because like it's not too far out of their realm. It's not like they have never delivered on anything that people have asked for. So like, I'm not expecting everything I want to happen. I'm just saying like
there's a possibility that
yeah,
it could happen.
I'm expecting like one or two things from my checklist at least, or else I'll just be a little disappointed, and then it'll probably like hinder me from buying or investing in the game.
I think no matter what, like people will still buy into the game just because it's Pokemon. How many people bought into Sun and Moon and stuck with it?
I don't even think QB Kid got Sun and Moon. No, he didn't.
No, he did, and he didn't like it.
He got it?
Yeah, he bought it, and he said that he couldn't get into it because it was very, I think the formula had been changed, where instead of like fighting, it's about stuff.
GG.
So, what happened?
I ran into a wall.
Same.
Same.
Okay. Anyways, we've gone on for too long on that. So, Pokemon unannounced, or well announced, but nothing confirmed for the Nintendo Switch.
Speaking of Pokemon, very quick. I am disappointed that like what we are getting right now is Pokémon Tournament Deluxe, because I would have, cause like when they announced, oh god, I'm sorry, cause it clipped through my body on the game. When they announced that they were gonna do a Pokemon Direct, like it got a lot of people's hopes up, and it did get mine up too, because I wanted to see something cool and exciting from Pokemon, and all we got was Pokemon Tournament Deluxe and Sun and Moon Ultra. What I guess what I'm trying to get at is that like I wanted to bring this up. I was glad that they got that out of, because when they did the Direct, I thought they were getting those games out of the way, because I was like, oh okay, they're getting like the small stuff out of the way so we could focus on the good stuff on E3. That kind of wasn't the case. They did show it like to a certain degree, but it was still disappointing nonetheless.
Yeah, I think like it's good that they're porting games that did well on the Wii U to the Switch, so they kind of open up their library. But what was bad is the hype they built just for upgrades.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Pokemon Direct was unneeded because it was they're supposed to generate hype on top of hype, but they didn't deliver on the hype. It was just port and remake. It was like Black and White 2. Is basically what they did.
Except Black and White 2 was a lot better looking and was better in overall.
Well, we don't know about Ultra Sun and Moon right now, so we'll have to see.
Well, for first impressions, I guess. But what's next?
Were people really excited for Black and White 2 though?
I was really being excited for that. I know Kevin,
Yeah,
I know Classy K and Cubic Kid were.
I think it was just the timing of it that like everyone was like, oh god.
Yeah. Overall, the Pokemon Direct wasn't needed.
Yeah.
Ultra Sun and Moon will fix Sun and Moon to make it not have a shitty tutorial. I hope so.
Well, I mean, how was it shitty?
I can't say that. I can't say for sure. I never played it. QB Kid, any thoughts on that?
I know QB Kid expressed a great concern with the game.
Would you be so kind? Oh god, my shield broke. Well,
Elaborate on 3 hours.
It was a 3-hour tutorial? Good god.
Wait, Classy Keck played it? I didn't know that.
I think he just read off a YouTube video or something. I think he didn't even have.
Wait, did you buy it, Kevin, or did you just try out someone else's copy?
Now we just wait for his responses. But for the meantime,
Let the boy type. He's typing.
The voice typing.
He's probably writing
I
out.
know he's capable of typing.
He's probably writing out a three-page essay rant.
Now, let me tell you why Dark Souls is good.
I forgot to do the arm thing. Now I'm gonna do it on the camera.
I
now.
did
No,
that, you just-
I'm gonna do it on the camera now. See, this is why Pokemon Sun and Moon sucks.
Well, okay.
Look at, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
We'll save that conversation for when we can get a hold of QB Kid and talk about it. But for now, let's get to the juicy stuff.
Oh god.
Oh, wait for the juicy stuff. The end of the presentation.
Oh, don't get me
I'm just kidding.
started.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Super Mario Odyssey. This is what we've been waiting for.
Day one buy from me.
It is definitely a good, worthy of a day one buy, and
It's more than worthy, I would add. You could be a dinosaur in that game.
this is day zero buy.
Day zero DLC. We'll buy 420.
Nice.
It was kind of sloppy, but I think I picked it up at the end right there.
So, apparently,
Oh,
it looks like there's a lot of things to do in that game, and the hat is what's important right now.
who knew you could get so much innovation from Mario's hat? I mean,
Yeah, I mean people were more hyped over the for the frog.
Yeah, they showed a little DBZ love with Captain Ginyu.
Dude, freaking Mario's a Toad sage now.
Hold on. Nintendo says that it will be up there with 64 and Sunshine and not be down in the dumps like Galaxy. See, Galaxy
was bad.
Galaxy was a good game. It's just like they touted it as a 3D Mario when it really wasn't. It was like a linear 3D 2D Mario. So it wasn't bad by all means. He's just I guess what he's trying to say is that 64 and Sunshine were a lot more above the Galaxy 1 and 2, as good as they were. And yeah, Classic K's right. That is a bold claim that it's gonna be like 64 and Sunshine because everyone like who's been following Mario as long as like I have or like as long as like any fan has will know that that like 64 the thing is 64 and Sunshine you see that game being replayed all the time, and it's a good, and they're both good games in their own rights as they are replayable.
Well, it's really easy to get into them too because you could just pick up and play a little bit, play a couple of levels. You don't have to like dedicate a lot of time or a lot of energy either just to play the game for a while.
Yeah, and
you could literally like you could always like restart the game and it won't get boring because you just try to do it faster and better.
Not even that. There's like multiple. There's multiple ways to reach the end of a goal, and each like world or painting or like little island, depending on the game you're playing. Like if you choose a star, you could more than likely get another one that wasn't intended for that level or that stage you chose. But that's what made it so cool, and that's what I'm assuming everyone, including myself, is already seeing in Odyssey. There's just so much you can do, and there's like for as like okay, I know I keep saying personally a lot. In each level, it kind of does look a little smaller than they have in 64 and Sunshine, but there's just there's so many ways you could get around those levels that make it interesting. Like you could take over people, you could take over obstacles that like help you fling or like get to certain areas that were otherwise unreachable. I don't know. I'm just really hyped for that game. Like,
you can take over a bullet bill.
Yeah, you could take over a bullet bill. You could take over a realistic human. And the best, you could take over a dinosaur, and the dinosaur's wearing a cute little Mario hat.
The game is so bizarre, but it looks like it's really gonna be a fun game. I thought it was crazy when they first announced the game that it was gonna be in like a city kind of real world kind of thing, and it looked weird, but I was open to the idea. It looked very interesting. It looked very fun, and I'm buying in. I'm buying in. This is the game. This is gonna be the game.
That game was made for me. It's 3 days before my birthday release. Oh.
Wait, when is it release?
October 27th. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey coming out October 27th to Nintendo Switch.
It's gotta be day one for me. Toads.
It's gonna be day zero for me. I'll figure out a way to get my hands on it.
I'll wait outside. I'll wait outside for that game. I'd even live stream it.
I'll wait 2 days before. We've already talked about the cross-platform Minecraft. You could actually check out the VODs right after the stream. Or, no, actually, we did talk about it in the first stream, which you could actually check on Jim and Negretti's channel.
Yeah, how's it going?
We did talk about the cross-platform Minecraft. So that's pretty much
the party, man.
Yeah. So we pretty much covered the entire presentation. But apparently there were some more things that were talked about. For the DS.
Oh, I think Classic K's gonna want to get in on this.
Well, Splatoon 2 I think was talked about a little bit.
Oh, it was shown.
Not during the actual direct, but afterward they had like a big thing.
They had a tournament.
Yeah.
Which actually, I was actually watching, and it was really fun, and they were going ham with the commentary, and like just their play style was interesting. Very interesting.
Here's a question for you guys. Do you guys think it's competitive worthy of like being like do you think it's like not evil worthy but
worthy?
yeah, is it
Okay.
is it stream worthy? Is it like worth going competitive for? Is it worth something
Okay.
people should be hyped about?
It's a very niche community, especially like having a team like that, like competing. Yes and no. I don't think it's gonna be as popular as like the big games are right now. But it has potential. We said that was Splatoon 1, and you know, I mean, it was a Wii U, and it's you know.
It was a thing.
But I mean, you know, everything has potential.
Because they're setting it up like it has potential, and I do believe it does.
Okay.
Like for the competitive
Okay.
scene.
Classic K has a point. He says no argument. Go look at the prizes. Well, not a sustainable esports. Well, as long as Nintendo is willing to support it and really push it, it has potential. But there isn't enough people to really like, especially with the first Splatoon, there wasn't much. Well, that's the thing was, it was an E3 event. It was an E3 event. They were gonna throw money at it right now, but well, I mean they should, but I think it was it wasn't an invitational.
Yeah,
it
it was
was
just
an
an invitational. It wasn't.
Yeah. But if Nintendo pushes it, like once the game comes out, or even as soon as tomorrow, if they're willing to support and push it as an esports, yes. But if they do what they're doing right now, because honestly, they were just showcasing the game.
That was the point of it, yeah. Like kind of like they did with the Smash Bros. All those years ago. They had that Smash Bros. Invitational. They were also
Yeah, it was just
showing off the game.
fun. They didn't really.
It wasn't supposed to be anything big.
So, if Nintendo does support it, then yes, it's possible.
See,
But
I
as far
feel-
as what we're
I
seeing,
feel as if
especially with Splatoon 1, not really.
I don't think it's gonna go past after release that they're gonna. I mean, I could see them doing maybe like a few tournaments, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but did you guys see how they opened up a new Twitter account called Nintendo Versus?
Did they?
Yeah, I think they might go full on support with like trying to make it competitive, but at the same time it's kind of hard to see that happening, because I think that like while they are trying right now, yes, they're probably gonna drop it like within a few months, which is
Yeah. I think they want to concentrate mostly on ARMS.
yeah.
I mean, whether that's gonna be successful or not, I'm not entirely sure at all. But I'm just saying, like, I think that ARMS is what they definitely want to concentrate on, because that's more tournament worthy, I guess.
The point of the Nintendo Versus account on Twitter was they're trying to branch out their competitive games to like just like show support on like how competitive they can be. That's the whole point of the Twitter, which kind of surprised me actually, because like Nintendo's not usually like up to do that kind of thing. But hopefully that means that they'll show more support towards like Smash 2 and like who knows, maybe a Melee HD. Only one could dream.
Is the 126 still here? I wanna know. If so, what is his input?
I don't think he is. I think he was. Oh,
Hey, people are watching. He's probably still here.
I don't know.
It said 9 just now.
Yeah, it just went up to 9 when I said, oh, I don't know if he's still
Yeah, that
here.
guy was a cuck. I like that guy.
You cuckster.
Yeah. So one more thing. Metroid for the 3DS. Metroid Samus Returns. The side-scrolling Metroid game for the 3DS. Described as a reimagination of the Game Boy game Metroid 2.
Are you guys busting a matrix right now? You guys will see right now. Okay, Metroid. Honestly, I gotta stop saying that. I keep repeating words. Metroid looks cool on 3DS. Like, I'm really happy for the Metroid fans. Like with this E3 conference, they got a lot of love with this one. It looks promising. It's what I realized in my reaction video for the E3 live stream was that they in the middle of this in the middle of the treehouse they were talking about how Metroid 2, like the one that they showed for the 3DS, it's gonna be a reimagining of Metroid 2. And what I thought about like later on in the stream was like, oh shit, that's why Nintendo canceled that fan remake of the game, another Metroid 2 remake. But then again, I was thinking like that probably could have been because they're more protective of their IP. But like I thought when that happened, it like made a little. It was kind of suspicious that they canceled a Metroid fan remake when they were at the time showing kind of like no love to Metroid.
Maybe this is why they canceled it.
Yeah, and it kind of makes it look as if though they were kind of worried that like a fan remake would do a lot more better because it was free and because of how nice it looked. Like, because it did look nice. Like it looked really nice.
For one, from a business standpoint, we all know this already. They're protecting their intellectual property, and they're not pushing their their copyright, or is it the trademark? I think it's the trademark. If they're not protecting it, then it just becomes null. Their registration for trademark becomes null. So doing that not only saves their asses, but at the same time they made a Metroid 2. So
yeah.
I don't see it really as a coincidence, but it's just them protecting their asses.
For the most part, yeah.
So I can't say. When it happened, I can't say it was because they were gonna make a Metroid 2, but it was just because they're a business. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, because other companies aren't doing something like that. Because they like fan-made stuff. But at the same time, like there's a reason why you registered let's say something like Mario and Metroid and stuff like that. If you're not covering your asses, then you may as well just everyone else make something.
Yeah, you're right. I just thought it was kind of a coincidence how it kind of all happened within like a recent amount of time, where they canceled like the fan remake and then they showed this off.
Well, now that we're thinking about it, it's like, yeah, holy shit, it was a coincidence. It's not just a coincidence. They're really canceling it because they're making a Metroid 2.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like speculation. Maybe they're gonna do a Metroid 2 remake.
But
or they're gonna do a Metroid 2.
Getting back to it though, it does look promising. Like it looks really cool. Like it looks like a little fun thing to have on your 3DS.
Yeah. It's something to have. Compared to, what they announced last year, it's like a four-player Metroid.
Oh yeah, Federation Force.
Federation Force, yeah.
Yeah, people were so mad because they thought it was actually going to be an actual Metroid game or a Metroid installment. I don't know what it was. Federation Force.
It was like a spin-off?
People were mad because it had the Metroid Prime moniker on it.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. So, I think that's really it as far as what Nintendo's announced.
Well, what do you guys think about ARMS?
What did we miss?
No, because we briefly mentioned it, but like, what are your guys' opinion on the game?
Oh, on ARMS?
Yeah.
What? Did they really announce?
No, they
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yeah, it's a remake.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kevin was screaming about it earlier. and he's screaming about it right now.
You better believe he is. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions has been announced for Nintendo 3DS and will release on October 6th.
Can Classy K shed some light on Bowser's Minions? Because I missed that part entirely. Like what is that?
Okay, I'll do this real quick. I'm just gonna be a little low about this. So Superstar Saga had there's a part in the story where Bowser goes missing, yada yada. It's like super early, but what happens is that now this extra expansion that's coming into it is it's another story where apparently you'll be controlling Goombas in this style of Mario combat. I can't really get much from it, but from my gut, it seems like it's mostly tap function to it. You're gonna be controlling like 3 or 4, like 5, 6 Goombas at the same time, and it looks like you're gonna be controlling them through tab as Mario and Luigi were like A and B, but this one seems like you're gonna be using touchscreen. And this seems to be another story of the Goombas trying to find Bowser during this whole ordeal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm fucking excited for that.
They're trying to find Bowser?
Yeah.
So it's like
They can't take care of themselves.
It's part of the story. If you play the game, like it would make a little more sense. So,
yeah, so like it's a thing that it's like a little side mission inside the actual game. That's pretty cool.
it seems to be like an extra little like expansion thing that I think you could play off the side. Well, you could also play Superstar Saga, but it seems to me like they could put in like 3D models instead of like the 2D sprites that they had in the first original game. Something I'm hoping to see is that maybe like there'll be more rebalances, like some more bosses, like a challenge boss or boss rush mode, because I fucking love every single thing about that game.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like how they updated the graphics, but at the same time, I kind of miss the simplified ones on the Game Boy Advance.
Also amiibos.
They have amiibos for it?
A new Goomba and Koopa Troopa amiibo were announced, both of which will have special functionality in Mario Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser Minions. While Nintendo isn't ready to detail what that functionality is just yet, the company did confirm that the already available Boo amiibo will also be compatible.
Sick.
So more amiibos coming up.
Did you guys talk about the Breath of the Wild amiibos that they're coming out with?
Well, since we're on the topic of amiibos, we could talk about all of them.
Yeah, because I know with the DLC coming out for Breath of the Wild, they're also releasing amiibos to go with I guess each character, because people are speculating right now that you're gonna be, I think, out of the 5 characters, so like the main Goron or Goro leader, whatever, that other girl from Gerudo Valley, and a couple of other characters are gonna be playable characters, but it's either, I think, they're DLC or you get them through the amiibo, or the amiibo has some other function.
No, I think they said that it was gonna be the characters were the part of the DLC, but there are other functions with the amiibos. Yeah, they all have their own special functions.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, amiibos.
The best amiibo that were announced today, or I guess yesterday, the Mario Odyssey set. Oh my god. Can you believe
Can only be a frog. Or can we have a frog?
I'm sorry, but nothing beats those amiibo.
Now I kind of want a frog amiibo.
A frog amiibo?
Just a frog.
Yeah, you gotta be Ronin, Toadin, Poro, Rogo. Toad Sage.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin was a Toad Sage once.
Whatever happened.
He set his frogs free, dude.
He set his frog free?
Yeah.
Oh, Naruto?
Yeah.
May his frog rest in pieces. Press F to pay respects. Anyways.
Press F?
Everyone just F in the chat. The
What's
wedding amiibos are adorable. Which wedding amiibos?
Oh yeah, they also.
Oh,
those are the Mario Odyssey ones.
Yeah, the Mario Odyssey one. It's Mario's in a white tux, Bowser's in a white tux, and Peach is in a bridal dress.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Oh my god.
I want to get.
Oh no, they're all white. Holy crap.
I want to get doubles, so that way I can have one for my collection, and then another set for my actual wedding cake to top them on.
Nice.
I think that's a cute idea.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
So what's the story? Freaking
Oh.
Bowser stole Peach yet again, right? And then
So
he's
here's
gonna marry her.
I want to talk Mario Odyssey again because there's a lot to talk about.
I want to talk one more thing. Can we get a Goomba with a white top hat?
I think
Please, Nintendo.
maybe, perhaps. What's it called? The story from what I saw in the Treehouse Live, because I did watch a little bit after because I wanted to see from Mario Odyssey. Apparently from the first trailer, does anyone remember those the group of evil rabbits on the ship?
Yeah.
So those are they're bridal. They're the things that they're the people that help make sure that the wedding goes perfect. They're like bridal supervisors or something. I don't know. I don't know the proper term. But yeah, they Bowser hired those rabbits to make sure that Bowser and Peach's wedding go off without any hitches. And they're
Wedding planners.
yeah, wedding planners. There you go. And they try to stop Mario. They're like the people you have to go through before you go to Bowser, I guess. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. The fact that like Bowser went out of his way to like hire people to stop Mario, but like they're not just like bad guys. They're like wedding planners as well. Like they have like a little I don't know. There's a lot of cool things about it. I get happy every time I think about it. But yeah, I think it's just a cool thing.
I see some interesting stories.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anything else really to talk about for the Odyssey, as far as what they've shown off?
Pauline is the mayor of New Donk City.
Are we gonna get well, I mean, off topic, are we gonna get like a Animal Crossing Super Mario crossover with the city?
Oh, we could talk about Mario versus Rabbids.
See, we could. But all we can say is XCOM, and that's it.
Okay, is XCOM a game or something? Am I missing something?
XCOM is a turn-based game, kind of like Fire Emblem and stuff, but it doesn't use a grid system. It uses more of a like just distance. So you walk a certain distance, and then you could perform actions from there. It's a lot more free in terms of the gameplay.
Does it really look like Mario and Rabbids as much as people are comparing it to?
That's what people have been kind of assuming, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look a lot like it. It's just that it plays in that same style. It's like a turn-based RPG in a way.
Alright.
I mean, if people wanted to like throw any other similarities, I mean, Valkyria Chronicles, pretty close.
Yeah, it could also be.
But really, the style of it kind of stands I guess turn-based with some freedom.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a really nice looking game.
It's a pretty good idea.
No, like graphically and like the idea.
It looks pretty cool. I'm down to see more of it.
I'm interested to see what they plan to do with this game. Like once they go in depth with what the game has to offer.
Oh, what's it called?
But that's really it.
QB Kid brought up the Metroid amiibo, and how there's gonna be a for Metroid 2. There's gonna be one with Samus in her classic pose, and the one that QB Kid brought up, it's gonna be an actual Metroid alien, and it's squishy. The first amiibo that's squishy.
Yeah, I heard about that, and it looks cool actually.
I like how they're trying to make each amiibo different now.
The amiibos, that's the one thing about the amiibos is that they're really good quality.
Yeah.
They always look really nice. They're made out of really good quality stuff, and yeah, like you said, they're also very different. Each one is very different.
Yeah.
Like that one for the Breath of the Wild that had the arms that were like bendable and stuff, or adjustable.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I feel bad I missed out on that one. I don't see them anymore.
No, yeah, it's hard to find those. I mean, you can find them online, but probably for like a scalped price or higher price than what you can normally get it for.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so is there what else is there to talk about so far with the presentation overall? Or is there any other games that we'd like to cover?
We forgot about ARMS. I just wanted to know your guys' opinion on it.
So far, it looks like a very simple game with enough depth. I wouldn't say that it's gonna be a competitive game. I mean, obviously, you know, it has potential, like,
See, that's where you're, that's where you're wrong. Just kidding.
Like, I don't know how much of a community is gonna support it. I know people are just in it for the memes. But if
I mean, it looks like just a fun, nice little quirky game to play with your friends. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like just something fun to like mess around with friends, have fun.
Yeah.
Competitively wise, I don't know. Like I said, that's something I have no knowledge of it.
Games like these have potential. Like there are games that like don't even mean to be, you know, a competitive game, but you know the community
like
pushes
Smash?
it to.
Oh God, that's a.
And pretty much like some like that, like you know games that aren't meant to be, or like you know developers never meant to.
Yeah, like that one party game Melee. Oh.
On a serious note, like you know, there's potential. You just need a community or the developers to back it.
Yeah.
If you have a major company or a big community to back it, then it's sustainable and it's something people would, you know, as long as it just gains a following, it's possible.
Well, that's on a serious note, that's exactly what happened to Smash. Smash wasn't meant to be competitive or anything. Sakurai and people at Nintendo just made it for a party game just so people could get together and play and have fun. But then the community grew. The community started having their own independent tournaments, and then it just grew from there.
People figured out how to play the game, and then
People figured out, all these tricks and stuff like that, and they really blew it up. Yeah.
yeah, like as long as people are willing to, then it could. But as far as what I can see right now, like
To be honest,
it's a very simple one action or two action kind of fighting game.
to be honest, I actually think it has more potential to be competitive than Splatoon 2.
I agree with that.
I mean, there are two different genres, and I mean, Splatoon is I wouldn't even say it's a shooter at its core, but anything could be possible. Like they both have equal potential, where as long as the community is willing to stand and play it, yes. If it doesn't, then it's not gonna make it.
Classy K thinks it's gonna be a meme fighter like Dark Souls or For Honor.
So
The difference is that it's made by a foreign company.
That's true.
That's true. For Honor was made by Ubisoft, and especially the way Ubisoft has been these past like four years.
I'm just talking about ARMS though. Matthew, I hope you get that.
Well, no, because I was saying that because you said that ARMS was actually being made by a good company, and I'm saying, well, For Honor was made by a terrible company. Well, at least in recent years, a terrible company. So I'm pretty sure ARMS will be better than For Honor.
Oh no, we mentioned 3 games, but yeah, take your time with that. Anyways,
I have no idea what you're trying to get at. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, so so we provided our input with ARMS, Splatoon.
Wait, I didn't get to say what I wanted with ARMS.
What did you want to talk about?
I think me, no one else.
You.
um.
And only you.
Oh, but of course.
You alone.
Seriously though.
You and only you.
Good God. Oh God. I'm sorry. I got distracted and I fell.
Eat that chili.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think it has a lot of potential. Like, it looks really fun. Like, I remember watching that Switch launch event with you guys, and then like you guys were like, "Oh, this looks kind of weird. It looks silly," but I was always like, "Oh, it looks really fun." If it's not going to be competitive, I do see it being a game that people are gonna like want to like people are gonna think it's like quirky or like silly enough to be like, "Hey, check this out," and they're gonna like it's gonna be like one of those games that may not start off well, but I could see it start off well, but it might be one of those games that does better from word of mouth, like once people like test it out and play for themselves, and then
Well, yeah, then we'll have to wait by release.
yeah, and then those characters are cool though, like they're like very Overwatchy.
Yeah.
Like in design.
Very unique characters for sure.
Well, yes and oh, yeah, they're kind of very. Well, I mean, just like any other fighter, they each have their own unique fighting style.
23 Naruto 2008 says can't
I
trust
was talking more about
Ubisoft.
the design of them.
Oh yeah.
The design, they all look very unique. In terms of fighting style, I haven't seen any like. I know I've seen gameplay, but not enough to actually judge what their like each fighter's fighting style is.
Well, they did talk about. There was actually a whole like video on like every character's fighting style.
Yeah.
So, for those who haven't seen it, go check that out and learn more about the fighters.
People are saying
23 Naruto 2008.
yeah,
Bring him up.
I tried bringing him up. He says can't trust Ubisoft no more, not after the Division.
Okay, I have something to say about that because I'm not going to defend the Division. I'm not going to defend it at all. I just want to say this. I trusted the director because they were talking in an interview, and it sounded very genuine. And they were like, "There's not going to be any microtransactions. All the expansions or whatever is going to be in there is going to be free." And they were gonna properly support it until like what 2, 3, 4 years from now. I thought it was bullshit, but I was like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. No big deal. It's Ubisoft. Yeah, it sounds like well. The thing was like,
What could possibly go wrong?
I was like, all right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this might be the one because it looked great. Has a great concept. It looked fun. But here's where it went wrong. That same director left Ubisoft.
Yeah.
You can see where that went wrong. Microtransactions came about. Balances went to shit. People stopped playing the game because of it. So the Division just fell apart on its own. And never again. I even called it too. Right from the beginning, I was like, this is not gonna do well, but I'll keep open ears. And the game was fun right from the beginning. I mean, given, there was a lot of people playing it, but it was fun. And then, 1 or 2 months later, all this stuff happened, and shit just hit the fan. 1 year later, they tried justifying themselves, and it didn't work out. They tried fixing things, it didn't go well.
It was already too late by that time.
Nothing got fixed. They tried to balance it, and it just got worse.
I have nothing to say because I don't know anything about the Division. I was about to say Joy Division.
Yeah. So I just don't know if anything's good. Anything good's gonna come out of Ubisoft. Hell, what was it? Ghost Recon Wildlands. I thought it was gonna be bad because of the idea of the game, and we know the execution. We know how the execution was gonna, come about. I haven't looked back at whether it's actually doing good or not, but I'm assuming it's not good right now. Either that or 6 months from now, it's not gonna do good. or it's just gonna fall apart. So
For which one? I'm sorry.
for Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, I mean, yeah, a lot of people were saying at launch it was really good. Like, people were saying, oh, yeah, it's good. It's actually fun. I mean, I don't know if they had microtransactions or not, but it wasn't like... They didn't do anything really scummy with the game, I guess to say. But as of, like, a couple, like... I guess the last month, I haven't really heard too much about it after the first month they released, I didn't hear too much about it.
Here's what they did. They made Watch Dogs 2 and slapped Ghost Recon name on it. That's what they did with Scummy. I don't know, it felt off-putting seeing the name Ghost Recon and then just seeing what they put out for it. Just felt weird. Very weird. So, never again, never forgetting.
God, just every game that Ubisoft has been releasing has just been utter, like, complete dog crap, huh? Because even For Honor, like, that had so much, like, high hopes. And, like, people were so hyped up for that game. It had such a great concept, and it had so much potential, but just...
Somebody from Ubisoft said, heard what you said, Matthew. You just made him cry.
Well, okay, For Honor was... I don't even think it really had potential. It was just fun. That's really it. Like,
But was it really
it
though?
had potential. It definitely had potential.
Was it really fun though?
It didn't feel like it was gonna get big. And really what made it fall apart was, I wouldn't even say the microtransactions, because they were all cosmetics and people really just threw out big numbers and people were like, ugh. So I think what really made it fall apart was the poor matchmaking and the fact that it was all peer-to-peer rather than a dedicated server. And it's poor support. And
exactly. I agree. Especially the matchmaking was terrible. It took like 5-10 minutes just to find a single game sometimes.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but probably by now.
I was sitting at your house when we were playing it. I was sitting for like 5 minutes just waiting for a game, and they still didn't join.
It was probably one of those.
And then my friend, my coworker too from GameStop was telling me how bad his matchmaking was. It was terrible, and it would constantly drop too because it was peer-to-peer, like you said, instead of the dedicated servers.
Man, aren't we glad we're not back in the Modern Warfare 2 days? Modern Warfare 1 day, where one person would host everyone. Yeah, that sounds really bad.
You'd think they would have tried to upgrade, but since we're living in 2017 instead of like 2000.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty is using dedicated servers.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that you would think Ubisoft would try to do dedicated service, but instead they just wanted to stick to the peer-to-peer.
Well, I don't know what mentality they have, so I don't even know if they would be like, oh, dedicated servers. That'd be pretty cool.
You guys see how beautiful this game is?
Maybe they were just kind of going cheap.
You guys see how big and beautiful this game is?
Yeah, all that brightness from the sun.
Let's look at it closer. Oh God, never mind.
Oh God, he's really red.
Ah.
What are you doing to him?
It's cause I'm in the snowy place, so he's all like chilly. He's gonna get frostbite, dude.
Did you say chilly? So I think that pretty much covers. Well, we pretty much already talked about the presentation. We were pretty much just going off of whatever, really. Anything that you guys want to talk about right now? Cause
well, I was gonna say Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster. Oh.
Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter's been a big deal with the Nintendo for a while, but they're finally making a Monster Hunter on the PS4 and Xbox One.
Aren't they also making a Monster Hunter for the Switch?
It was it's a 3DS port. Monster Hunter Double Cross originally came out on 3DS in Japan, and now they're porting that game over to the Switch in Japan. They haven't announced if it was gonna come over here to America. At this point, a lot of people are speculating that it's most likely not gonna come to America because Monster Hunter World is in development already, or it's gonna be coming out early to.
Wait. Monster Hunter XX might not come because of the one for PS4 being developed?
Yeah, because of Worlds.
Oh, what the hell? That's kind of...
Well, I mean, it's only a spin-off, so...
Okay,
No,
technically...
it's not a spin-off. Yeah, Worlds is not a spin-off. It was confirmed that it's not a spin-off.
Technically, it will be available to us.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but...
No, well, XX will be available to us because our the Switches are region free. But yeah, we don't read Japanese, unfortunately.
Well, they haven't said anything about the Monster Hunter Double Cross coming over here yet, and I think they would have said something before announcing Worlds, or I don't know. We'll see what they do, but as of right now, that's what people are speculating. And a couple of YouTubers I watch on YouTube, they were also saying that as of right now, the chances of Double Cross coming over are pretty slim because we're already getting Worlds. And I think they just want to focus on giving us Worlds instead of another game.
I feel like they would have to like show some love or support for the Double Cross going to Switch in the United States because they already have like a dedicated fan base like on Nintendo platforms. So like there's probably people who already bought a Switch waiting for Monster Hunter.
That could be very possible, yeah. But the thing is that they haven't even released Double Cross on 3DS over here yet either.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe it might be a simultaneous release. Who knows?
Oh, you know, that could be the case because that's what they did for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for 3DS.
Yeah. It's possible. It's not impossible, and I wouldn't say the chances are very, very slim. It's just that that's what people have been saying, is that it doesn't look like it just because Worlds is coming out. But I mean, I would like to see Double Cross come over here because, Double Cross looked really good in Monster Hunter X, or Monster Hunter Generations. The first one was really, really good. Me and some friends played the crap out of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to see Double Cross come over here. Especially because that's going to be like the last, not traditional per se, but the more like, in the traditional style Monster Hunter, because in this one they're going to be changing up a lot of stuff. They're trying to go back to the roots, and they're trying to make it more of, as Gaijin Hunter, a big Monster Hunter YouTuber put it, more of the modern Monster Hunters are kind of stemmed away from the whole like hunting aspect, and they're going more towards like an action style, like multiplayer RPG.
Well, is that really a bad thing though?
No, it's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying what Worlds, it looks like what Worlds is trying to do is that they're trying to go back more to the roots and become more of a actual like hunt, because with like especially the newer Monster Hunters, you get a party together and you're not really doing much hunting except for you're just going out there to either kill or capture a monster. With this one, what they're doing is they're adding more of the hunting aspect, so in terms of like the looking for the actual monster, tracking it down, and also from what it looked like, they added this new thing that looks pretty cool actually. It's like a wrist crossbow, or like little hand crossbow on the wrist, and that's gonna add some new features. Like, I don't know if you saw the trailer for it, but at one point the guy like threw out these bugs or like these little glow lights that showed the imprint of the monster's footprint, and that's how the guy was tracking it. And they also added other stuff like flares. Like they added more of an actual tracking aspect to it instead of just go out there, go to where the monster normally spawns and go kill it, and that's it. They're adding more of the whole like hunting aspect. I think now they're also making it a little bit more dynamic too.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty cool.
So the whole like chasing of it is going to be more emphasized in this game instead of just go out there, find it really easily, then just try your best to kill it. That's what I'm trying to say, because most of the more modern day Monster Hunters, ever since like Monster Hunter 3 or 4 really is when it started. They started becoming more of an multiplayer action RPG.
It's the thrill of the hunt.
And yeah, that's what they're trying to go go back to more, like the Monster Hunter 1 and 2 style, where it was more like you're trying to hunt down these creatures, trying to track them down.
I just want to be a savage, just like go up to me like, hey, you gonna run? I'll chase your ass down.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a lot more dynamic too. I'm really looking forward to this because it looks like they're adding a lot more stuff and it looks cool. The whole wrist crossbow, the wrist gun thing looks amazing too.
Totes.
So I'm definitely.
I actually can't wait for this game because it's coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And given that PC is going to be releasing sometime after the initial release of the console versions, this is definitely going to be probably a game that we're going to be playing more often. No, let alone me playing Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World.
I feel like
you feel like you're gonna get into that?
I'm probably like, I mean, because the thing was like, yeah, I had a Wii U, or I didn't really have a 3DS, so like, I wasn't interested.
Get into it, yeah.
I wasn't interested in Monster Hunter, but like, I mean, just like with this hype, maybe I could give it a go and, you know, try to get into it.
I really like the series. It's really good. It's not just go in there hack and slash. It's very strategic. It requires a good teamwork. And I don't know, it's just, I can't explain it. Going through the learning process of each weapon is pretty fun too.
I mean,
and the combos you could do.
It's all
just
skill.
With friends.
That's the thing too, is like, yeah, just being able to play with friends and strategizing is what I'm interested in playing and doing, because like just in general, just being able to do co-op is on its own like just great. Just the concept of just playing co-op and
well, the way I like to think about it, I mean, it might be a kind of a bad analogy or a bad comparison, but it's kind of like Dark Souls, but with multiplayer and with just the bosses for the most part.
But can you roll?
You can actually.
Yeah.
But is it a heavy roll?
Depends. It's not as heavy as like in Dark Souls, like if you had put no like points of stamina. So it's pretty good. You do get some invincibility frames. It's very, like I said, it's very intricate. It's not like a simple game. I mean, it's not complicated either, but it's not a simple game either.
Yeah. I'm all for any challenge.
It's really fun if you get it. They are releasing it on PS4 and Xbox. Obviously, I'm not too sure if it's gonna be cross play.
No, and it's coming out on PC.
Oh yeah, no, they did say it was gonna come out on PC.
Later on.
Yeah, they're not too sure when though. The Gaijin Hunter said it could be from like 6 months to a year after. But I mean, as long as it comes out and they make a good port, I don't think it should be a problem.
Unless they end up pulling a Rockstar with GTA 5 and
wait like 2 years later, yeah, that could. I think that after 2 years, people would definitely get de-interested, or like their curiosity will
have
cease to exist at that point.
Yeah.
I think it's just being able to play the game on the PC. Like think about how long people were able to wait from the initial release of GTA 5 all the way to the release of it on the PC. It's not just the hype of the game. It's being able to play it on the PC and how far people can take it.
Yeah.
Like look at Bayonetta, how far people can take that game.
Yeah.
And it was only a port. Well, yeah, kind of a port. So, I mean, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, bringing out the game on the PC. And look what people are already doing with it.
And they brought it out on the
characters. They're doing Well, the point of it really just being on PC. How far people are gonna take that game.
Yeah.
So, I think even if it took 2 years, just being able to play it on the PC, is enough incentive to still play or buy the game.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean,
but I think people are definitely gonna buy it on the consoles first, because people are gonna want to start playing it. That's what I'm gonna do, because I really want to start playing it as soon as possible.
If people have the console, you know, why not buy it on there?
Yeah, well, I bought GTA 5 3 times technically because I bought it on Xbox 360 and PS4, then on PC.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to do that with Monster Hunter as well. I'm willing to buy it on PS4 to play it like when it first comes out. And I know a lot of these guys have PS4s too. Jimmy, Eric, Josh. A lot of us have PS4s. Even Kevin said he was willing to get into it.
Whoa,
Try it out.
we're throwing out names here. Are we throwing out names?
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't. If it matters, I guess freaking
No, it
Classic
doesn't really
Kick.
matter.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't really matter.
But yeah, we all could, we all have PS4, so we're definitely going to be able to play in the beginning. But then,
Yeah,
obviously,
Thanks, man.
obviously when it comes out on PC, and once it goes down in price maybe a little bit, or even when at full price, I'll be willing to buy it
Like
again. to play
2021.
with you. Yeah.
Uh,
Crazy, because I didn't think they were going to, they just announced Monster Hunter Double Cross for Switch in Japan. I didn't think they were actually going to, come out with another like console, especially like for PS4, because I thought it was just a Nintendo thing. But I'm guessing maybe their contracts expired, or
I think they just saw potential in like making more money. And
well, yeah, they could have been making a lot of money if they made a lot of other Monster Hunters on the PS4 and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is that it's Capcom publishing it. It's not like Nintendo.
No, yeah, it's not Nintendo.
But
They finally thought like, oh, might as well, bring it over to PS4 finally, because PC though is what kind of like got me surprised. I didn't think they were actually gonna ever do that on PC.
I think why they would do it on a PC is because they see a big audience. Look at the ports. Look at the releases. Look
Dude,
at how.
imagine the mods for that game.
That's where the potential of Monster Hunter World, like audience and the hype for it on PC is there. It's because of the mods. It's because of the limitless potential of pushing the game to its limits. Is where it's all gonna be. Is on the PC.
Ah, here you go.
Now I don't want to be that PC mustard rice guy, but
Mustard rice?
Just say mustard rice because I don't want to be racist.
Scott, look in the
politically
chat.
correct. But that's where the money is. Capcom sees it. Oh, definitely not a spinoff. Nice.
Yeah, that's how I saw that on the subreddit.
Now, this little bit right here, I'm gonna start talking about is dedicated to Classic K right here, so he knows where I'm gonna go with this. So, Capcom. Okay, you know where I'm gonna get with this, right?
Is he even here?
Okay. No, he's not here. But if you ever looked back at the VOD, this one's for you. So, Capcom has had a history with awkward releases, such as Street Fighter V, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is actually going to be coming out this fall, 2017, on Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Oh yeah.
PC. Yeah. So, as far as what we've seen with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, just the story, not much gameplay, very disappointing to people. Street Fighter V had a very rough release. Now, I was very toxic about Street Fighter V's release because I was very mad that the game did not come complete and at such a hefty price. So my thing is that this is Capcom, but then again, they have come up with quality releases on the Nintendo family of devices. But at the same time, Nintendo is basically quality control. So I don't know if we're gonna have the same quality on these consoles, on these platforms. With Monster Hunter World. So my thing here is I'm hopeful for this game to do well. But as far as Monster Hunter World.
No, Monster Hunter, okay.
So
as far as what we're seeing here, this could have potential. But if they're gonna pull what they've done in the previous iterations, or not iterations, but their previous releases of games, this game might have a very rough release, like their previous games.
I think honestly though, Monster Hunter is in more capable hands than like a lot of the other games, because Monster Hunter is made by like obviously a different department within Capcom, and they've always released good games or have had great releases. The only thing I think Monster Hunter has released that was kind of questionable or kind of upsetting within the past couple years was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I know there was a lot of controversy on the balances within the for the weapons, because it was either you played Charge Blade or Insect Glaive, and that's it. If you didn't play Insect Glaive or Charge Blade, then you weren't playing the game at all. So they made these two. They with the release of Monster Hunter 4, they introduced 2 new weapons, and it was those said weapons. But they were OP because at the time, Insect Glaive, you were able to mount monsters, and that was like unheard of. Like that was like the newest thing. You could mount monsters, and only the Insect Glaives were able to do that. And because mounting monsters was so good, it made the weapon in general just do a lot of damage, and it was just really good.
And the rest of the rest of the weapon system was useless.
Yeah, every single other weapon was just useless. Charge Blade was OP because I think it did too much damage, and it basically switched from a sword and shield to a great sword. That's not what really made it OP. It's just that it had so much versatility, and it just did a lot of damage. But the Insect Glaive, once Monster Hunter X came out, they fixed the Insect Glaive. They nerfed the damage, I think, by a lot. Same thing with the Charge Blade. And then they added the different styles. So there was like guild style, aerial style.
In Monster Hunter X, didn't they make it so that like anyone could mount as long as they had like an art or something?
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Is that they had different styles.
So they basically fixed the problem.
Yeah. So every weapon had every weapon had 3 styles. It was guild style, aerial style, or what was the other one? Skirmisher style, I believe. Aerial style is what allowed each weapon to mount. So I think if you just press B, if you roll and then press B again, or if you roll off a little ledge, you're able to mount the monster no matter what weapon you use. So it made every weapon viable, and it was a great game. Honestly, X was a huge improvement from 4. So I think Capcom is definitely, when it comes to Monster Hunter, at least they definitely know what they're doing. Well, at least I hope. Obviously, I'm talking from.
I have a point to make, apart from the weapon system, but a point nonetheless. But I want to bring up this real quick, QB Kid in the chat. Dude, I fucking love Monster Hunter.
Aww.
I can't wait to play with Kevin, Ethan, Levin.
Kevin, Ethan, Levin?
Yeah.
Kel, man.
Shit, is that a boss? What?
Okay, so this is my point on why I think Monster Hunter World. I want it to do good, I really do. But
well, I want it to do better.
As far as Capcom's track record is not good. Now I know you say that it's quote, done in a different department, but in general, I mean, what about the rest of Capcom? Like,
Scott,
why aren't they doing well?
Does this turn you
and
on?
Then again, Scott, I think in general, fighting games are suffering, because weren't you and Kevin talking about that earlier? Or someone was talking about that, fighting games in general is just kind of suffering from a lot of these, like, release a game, then, you gotta have to pay for the next 5 or 6 DLC characters that are coming out.
Yeah, yes and no. It's the model, definitely. That's where Street Fighter 5 bit the bullet and didn't do well. But the point is, this point is different, where in general, the game had a rough release. Didn't come with everything that it should have. All the essential stuff, all the stuff that that most people would buy it for. Yes, people would buy it for versus, but what about everything else? Where there's no substance to it. The fight money system was unbalanced and it was unfair.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. You had to play like 1,000 games just to unlock something.
To it. but there's more to it. Is that Nintendo is their quality control. They're not there to fix the balance, but make sure make sure that the game works, that the game comes with everything that is promised.
Yeah, so, they don't, and then they always make sure things don't get a paywall and whatnot.
Well, that's not really the problem. Really, as long as the game works, as long as the game comes with what the developers promised, and yada yada, all that stuff. So, with that out of the way, we don't know what kind of quality of a game that's going to come out on other platforms. This might be an entirely different story from what we've seen on the Nintendo family of platforms. There was really bad balancing problems in 4 Ultimate, but I mean, balancing is the least of our worries when we want the game to work.
Yeah.
Who knows if we're gonna get constant frame drops? Who knows if we're gonna get memory leaks, or if the game is gonna become somewhat unplayable. Not even joking here. Not even joking like, oh, this game's unplayable, but like, will the game work on launch? Will the game come with what people are promised? And will the game deliver?
I think, honestly, I feel like on release, the game will definitely have a few problems in terms of like maybe FPS. Because this is Capcom's first time working on a console Monster Hunter in a long while. But other than that, like, I don't think it'll be unplayable. I think they're just gonna have to roll out some patches to fix minor things, and then that's it.
Okay, the thing is like, they have experience on a console, and talking about Wii U and stuff like that. Yes, it's a console. I mean, yes, they don't have experience. They don't have the not even capability or anything with like PS4 and Xbox One, but they do have not just the people that have worked on Xbox One and PS4, but they can hire. Well, I won't even say they can, but there are open positions where there needs to be. So if they don't have the people that have that experience, they can find that you can find people that are interested or have that drive to work on these consoles. So really, if you think about it, Street Fighter 5, they literally have close ties with Sony. How can they fuck that up? Really, what it doesn't come down to is what platform they're working on. It's just if it works.
Oh! Yeah, it really is.
Will the game work? Not even just day one thing where like, oh, you're experiencing a few frame rate drops and you get a patch. Literally, people were pissed about frame rate drops day one, and they were just like, fuck this game. Even after releasing day one or day two patches, the hype is dead. Day one, it's fucked. Now, given when you're playing online multiplayer, given if we're talking about online multiplayer, this is a given. I'm willing to excuse it only because let's say you have millions. Let's say they have dedicated servers. Let's only say they have dedicated servers. They won't, but let's say they do. They only have control of how many people they let in to test the servers. But once millions and millions of players get on at the same time and play, they don't have the servers slow down. They don't have control anymore, and the amount they expect to is over-exceeded. Think about Pokemon Go. Think about how much they thought they were going to have. They thought they were going to have 15,000, 20,000 people, when they ended up having more than 1 million, 2 million people playing at the same time trying to get on.
Oh, wow, guys, get ready for some plot.
Oh Oh.
I was gonna say that,
Well done there.
to be
young
honest though, the fan base
Now then,
for
The
Monster
time
Hunter and
has
Street
come
Fighter
to
are kind
show
of
you who I truly
considerably
am.
different in the sense that
I was
I think, like, let's say there were some, like, problems day one with Monster Hunter. I think
I
the
was
fan base will definitely
the
be a
last
lot
leader
more
of Hyrule,
patient
a kingdom
than
which no
than
longer
with like
exists.
the fighting game community or the Street Fighter 5 community, because those guys were like, oh, one thing was wrong, then they got, like, you know, mad like really fast. I mean, which I'm not saying is not you know, a correct way to respond. I mean, yeah,
The great calamity
you know, you want
was
the game to work, you
merciless.
paid money and whatnot, but
It
I'm just saying that, like,
devastated everything in its
if there were
path.
something
Lo, a
that was wrong with the
century
game, maybe
ago,
some frame rate drops day
it was
one or
then
whatnot for
that my
Monster
life
Hunter,
was taken
I don't
away
think
from
people
me.
will actually
And since that
like,
time, here I
get
have
turned off
remained
by
in
it or get
spirit
mad. As
form.
long as those day one
I did not think
patches
it
come
wise
in
to
or day
overwhelm
two,
you
then
while
I
your
think it should
memory
be
was
fine.
still fragile.
It's not really.
So rather
it's
than
not
that,
really like what
I
the
thought
fan
it best
base.
to assume
Well,
a
it is what the
temporary
fan base wants, but you can't really generalize like
I think
the
you are now
majority
ready.
of the community
Ready to
because
hear
people
what
are expecting a quality game.
100
So I'm
years
pretty sure
ago.
there are going to be people who
So,
are
and on top of that, Street Fighter 5.
To know Calamity
I mean,
Ganon's true
they're
form,
somewhat to shit. I
one
mean, there are
must
people
know
that
the
stuck with
story
it
from an
anyways.
age-long past.
So I mean, they're
The
both,
Demon
I
King
guess
was
you could
born
say
into this
patient,
kingdom,
but
but his
you know,
transformation
people
into
want the
malice
game
created
to
the
at
horror
least the
you
game
see
to
now.
work day one.
Yeah.
And that's what
Stories
matters.
of Ganon were passed from
But
generation
since,
to generation in the
but
form of
since
legends and
I'm
fairy
assuming
tales.
Monster Hunter Worlds is gonna
But there
be
was also
peer to peer,
a prophecy.
that it's not gonna have that big of a problem.
The
Like
signs
that,
of a
but
resurrection
as
of
long
Calamity
as
Ganon are
the game's
clear,
stable, the game doesn't crash,
and
the
the
game
power
works,
to oppose it lies
and
dormant.
there isn't any major flaws that needs,
We
you know,
decided to heed
that
the prophecy
hinders you from
and
playing the
began
game.
excavating
Yeah.
large areas of land.
And
It wasn't
that's
long
where
before we
that's
discovered
where the
several
problem lies.
ancient relics
No
made
if
by the
ands or
hands
buts.
of our distant
It's that
ancestors.
if the game starts having problems,
These relics, the
And
divine beasts,
and,
were giant machines.
you know,
piloted
given the
by
history
warriors.
of
We also
Capcom,
found the Guardian,
they
an army of mechanical
they don't fix
soldiers
it for,
who fought
like,
autonomously.
had 2 weeks.
This
Then
coincided
everyone's
with
gonna be
ancient
like,
legends
oh, that's gonna be dumb. If they don't fix it for 2
throughout
weeks,
our
like,
land.
everyone's gonna get angry. I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm even gonna get mad because I'm like, I spent money on this game. I'm, you
We
know,
also learned
$65
of a princess with a sacred
well, with
power,
tax and whatnot,
and her
and
appointed
the
knight,
game has been out for
chosen
2
by the
weeks
sword
already,
that
and they
seals
still haven't
the
fixed it.
darkness.
What game
It was
came out
they
this
who
year that was
sealed
like
Ganon
that?
away
Was it
using the power of these
No
ancient
Man's
Aw,
Sky?
don't
For
get me
Honor, I think was
started.
like that, right?
100 years ago,
Uh,
there was
it's
a
still
princess
like that,
set
if
to
anything.
inherit a sacred power.
Well, actually,
and a
no,
skilled
For Honor
knight at
actually
her
worked.
side.
That's
It was clear that we
I was
must
like,
had
did it
minor
really?
crashes.
Did it really work?
It did work, but
We
the
selected
only
4
problem
skilled
was
individuals from
the
across
model,
Hyrule
and,
and tasked them with
the way
duty
they
of
handled their
piloting the
online.
divine beasts.
That's what the problem was.
With the princess
But
as their
as
commander,
far
we
as,
dubbed these pilots champions,
uh,
a name that would solidify their
it's just
unique
like-
bond. The princess,
hope the
her
game
appointed
fucking works.
knight, and the rest of the champions
pretty
were
sure
on the
that,
brink of sealing away Ganon.
That like not because not every game is perfect among
But
release,
nay,
but I mean yeah
Ganon was
there are
cunning.
like a lot of
He
exceptions,
responded
but like
with a plan
very few
beyond our imagining.
far in between. But, with a game like Monster Hunter on PC and like that's making a big release and it's gonna be multi-plat, right, where people could like cross-play.
Oh no, not cross-platform.
No cross.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, if it's just gonna be a multi-plat game or if there's no multi-cross, I don't see why there should be a problem. Why there shouldn't be a problem, especially with like how well like Monster Hunter has been like doing with other on 3DS and Wii U.
The champions lost their
Because like
lives. Those
it's just them porting a game onto a different console.
the appointed knight.
And I know there's been
bravely
So
complications.
this one, remember, Worlds is its own game. It's not a port or anything.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
they actually
The
did
kingdom
say
of
that they were
Hyrule
building
was
the
devastated
game from the
absolutely
ground
by
up.
Calamity Ganon.
No,
So I believe it is using a different engine
However,
and everything.
the
that's my
princess
point though.
survived.
Like there shouldn't be a
Face
problem
Ganon
because
alone.
with past Monster Hunters there hasn't really been a problem.
Link,
Well, that's why I did make
you
a point
are our final
in
hope.
saying that Nintendo is their
The fate of Hyrule rests
is their
with you.
quality control.
Okay,
Because
but then look
you know
what
how they-
but then look what happened with Sonic Boom. Rise of Lyric.
That's true.
It's not
Princess of
mostly.
my own
I mean,
daughter.
Nintendo has a hand in
My dear
it, but like
Zelda.
it's mostly the publisher Or the
And the
developer.
courageous knight
Well,
who
that's the
protected
thing,
her
as
right
long
up
as
to
the
the
game
very end.
Like, they're not worried
Black
about
Knight
if the game's
was
gonna
none
do
other than you,
bad,
Link.
like, or of the concept of the
You
game.
fought
All they're worried
valiantly
about is, does the
when
game
your
work?
fate took an unfortunate
Is the game
turn.
not gonna fuck up day one?
And then
And
you were taken to the shrine of
if
resurrection.
it contains everything
Here
that
you
is
now
promised,
stand, revitalized
that's all
100
that
years
mattered.
later.
If it did bad, it did
The
bad.
words of
If it did
guidance
good,
you
it
have
did
been
good.
hearing since your awakening
what the
are
quality
from
control
Princess
was
Zelda
is-
herself.
Is the game not
Even
gonna fuck
now,
up day one?
As she works to restrain Ganon from within
Yeah.
Hyrule Castle, she
Nintendo
calls
usually
out for
puts
your
out
help.
better products, I guess.
However,
When was the last time you
my daughter's
played
power
a
will soon
Nintendo
be
game
exhausted.
that didn't work day
Once
one,
that
that it
happens,
crashed day one? Or
Ganon will
let alone
freely regenerate himself,
crash on
and
itself.
nothing
When you
will
say
stop him
Nintendo
from
game,
Not
do you
from,
mean-
not
do you
from
mean-
overloading.
But do you mean first party
Considering
or
that
do you
I
mean
could
Nintendo
not
game like
save my own
published?
kingdom, I have no right to ask this
Published
of you, Link.
on
Sonic
the,
Boom.
that worked.
But I
that-
am
or that didn't
powerless
work.
here.
Oh yeah, that didn't work actually. That was
You must save
technically
her.
suffered. Yeah,
My
suffered
daughter.
kind of the same fate
Do
as
whatever
Sonic
it takes
06.
to
Obviously not as
annihilate
bad
Ganon.
though.
No, Sonic Boom was worse than Sonic 06.
Somehow,
Was it? Because
Ganon
I
has
heard that it was
maintained
bad, but I
control
didn't think it was
over
gonna be
all
as bad as
divine
Sonic
beasts.
06.
as well as those
It is
guardians
actually worse
swarming
than
around
Sonic 06.
Hyrule Castle.
Oh shoot! And there you go.
I believe it would
Like
be quite
you
reckless for
would
to
you
head
would think that
directly
they
to the
learned
castle at this
from Sonic
point.
06 and you would think that they'd improve, but
I
they managed to
suggest
like make it worse.
Was
that
it
you make your way
Sonic Boom
east
Rise
out
of
to one of the
Flare?
villages in
Yeah.
the wilderness.
That
Follow
it
the
was the
road
newer
out
one
to
that came out on
Kakariko
Wii U.
Village. There you
The
will
thing
find
that
the
what
elder.
happened with that one was that
She will tell you more.
I
about
think
the
like
path
the
that lies
first
ahead.
like reveal trailer for it, it
Consult
was,
the map
it was
on
like
your
built
Sheikah slate
on
for the
a different
precise
engine that the
location
Wii U
of
couldn't
Kakariko
even run.
Village.
So like I
Make
think it was
your way
on
past
Unreal
the twin
and
summits
Unreal
of the
4
dueling peaks.
or like it was running on a
From
PC.
there, follow the road as
But,
it
like, they
it was
didn't-
the cry, oh god, it was the Cry engine. What the hell?
Oh, it was the Cry engine?
Oh, there you go.
What the fuck? Oh, you know, the Cry engine works.
No,
it's
it's
just-
just
No, but it's just that for the Wii U, I don't think the Wii U was able to
from
handle it as much. Yeah.
from what I read, it was made on CryEngine for like other platforms, but then like Sega told Big Red Button that like last minute like, oh, this is gonna be for Wii U, and then they were fucked because like that was like the same, they were told the same year that it was supposed to be released, so that's why everything went to shit. Supposedly.
I think if that was last minute.
Then again, that is only like one game out of the many games that
But
Nintendo has published.
but Scott said to name one, and I named one.
Good job, Jimmy. You're really good.
All jokes aside, sorry.
Yeah.
I
beat the game under an hour using the glitch. Oh.
Yeah,
But-
the game's
Yeah, like, I think really, like, what the hell? Oh, okay, but yeah, as long, like, the point stood that Nintendo was their quality control, and we were very unsure, especially how long has it been since there's been a release on, off of Nintendo? Off of that, yeah, that...
the last game to come out. No, PSP.
PSP? Oh.
Here I go off the Great Plateau.
Yes, because I know
Oh
number
shit.
1 and 2, Monster Hunter 1 and 2 came out on PS2, and I think another spin-off came out on PS2. Then he released one on PSP, because originally Monster Hunter was mainly only PlayStation, but then I think something happened, and then PlayStation didn't want to do it anymore, so they went over with Nintendo. They made Monster Hunter 3 on the original Wii. And then they, a few years later, they remade Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the 3DS and Wii U. Then that kind of started the whole cult following again. That kind of sparked everyone to get into it again, and that's when they made 4 and Double Cross. Generation.
now Double
and then
Cross.
now Double Cross in Japan and
Yeah.
only in Japan.
Now, okay, here's the kind of comparison I would like to make, just to add on to it. I know you're not gonna like to hear it. I don't think anyone wants to hear it, but and no one's gonna like what I'm about to say.
Then why do you have to say it?
But I'm gonna say it because it's a very close comparison to what I said. Metal Gear Solid. You know what I'm gonna say right now, right?
Please
I
tell
have
me.
an idea.
Please tell me.
Go on.
Metal Gear Solid 5 did really well, had a solid release, no problems, or hardly any problems. Metal Gear or survive.
Oh,
That concept probably gonna be a really bad game.
oh yeah.
But it's gonna work. It's gonna work day one.
I don't know about that.
Probably. It hasn't come out. But based on the track record of Konami, it's gonna
Konami.
work. It's probably gonna work.
I don't know about that. It's kind of a bold claim.
I know, it was a bold claim.
I mean, obviously, we never know for sure. We have to wait and see. But speculation-wise, I mean, I could kind of agree with Scott.
Yeah, so Konami has a good track record.
I could definitely
If they
see.
fuck it up, I will eat my words. But as far as what I'm seeing,
No, you will eat this. Oh, never mind.
No, if you fuck it up, you'll eat my ass.
There you go.
take no chat. I will eat his ass.
Yes, you will.
Get to eat them. Oh, gross.
Yeah,
Okay,
eat
well,
ass like grocery bags. GG.
Yep.
eat the booty like grocery.
So I think I made my point. That I'm worried that
See, it could go either way. It could Monster Hunter could come out excellent because all
We're
the
still
other
talking
Monster
about
Hunters could
Monster
have came out excellent, but then it could come out bad because they don't have Nintendo having a watchful eye on them, or watchful gaze. I don't know. It could honestly either or is possible. We just have to wait and see. I'm just gonna hope for the best.
I want the best.
I love this game too much to even think negatively. I'm sorry. I'm really biased.
Yeah,
I love Monster Hunter too much to even like. I don't know, like it hurts. It's definitely plausible, but it hurts to think that it's gonna come out bad.
Well, that's why we have you know, three of us. We have people that like it. We have people that are worried about it.
Yeah.
We have worry that, you know, the possibility. You know, we
Yeah,
want to be able to express, you know, as much as we can, you know, whatever the possibility may be.
Yeah.
I'm like letting you know, Scott, based off of
Random effects in this game are really funny. I'm sorry.
I'm letting you know based off of personal experience, like from mine and Matthew's perspective. I think you shouldn't have to. I think you don't have to be worried about anything because with the past Monster Hunters that have been released recently, it's. I'm pretty sure it's a good sign that it's not going to be as bad as you're thinking, or that like you're worried it's going to be.
Well, I'm worried because Capcom so far is not doing well, and as far as future release, it doesn't look good. And I'm worried because Capcom used to be a great company, used to come out with quality releases, then it just went to shit. Things didn't work.
Yeah, but
Promises left unfulfilled.
they're the type of company.
Models that weren't.
I'm sorry, go on.
Models that just weren't. Models that are just not good.
Wait, Scott, before I make my point, is it? Oh no, never mind. Okay. Capcom's the type of company that would kidnap 1,000 children before they let their company die.
I mean, not unless they see 1,000 children. I think they're slowly like cutting themselves.
I don't know. We just have to wait and see, because it also depends on the department, because like let's face it, Street Fighter 5 was just rushed out. That was just rushed out.
That was just.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why it was rushed out, and I kind of don't want to get into them, but that game was rushed out. I'm hoping that with this game they take their time. If anything, if they need to push back Monster Hunter Worlds a little bit more, just for performance sake, I'm willing to wait.
Well, yeah, I'm willing to wait.
This long anyways, I'm willing to wait a little bit longer. I have Generations to play in the meantime. And even if they don't decide to bring out Double Cross, I have the first one to continue.
I would respect them a lot more if they delayed it.
Yeah, because it did seem a little early. 2018. Oh, it also depends on how long they've been working on it. But from what little they showed, it doesn't look like it's been in development for a long time or anything. Then again, maybe they just like scratched they only showed us the surface, and maybe they're gonna show us a little more as time goes on.
But my thing stands is that Capcom. I mean, the thing is, we don't know which part of Capcom is making it, or if it's literally the same handful of people that are making it. So we can't say which part of Capcom, but it's just Capcom.
Yeah.
So
I would have to hope, because it could even be like different people that are making it, but then the company, like directors and whatnot, are like, no, you need to push this game out now.
Oh,
it's
typical
kind
crap.
of like with Destiny and the way Activision kind of directed what's going on with Destiny.
Yeah.
But I mean that's just by assumption. But you know, things can happen. I want this game to do good. I want to play this game. But my only thing is I'm worried that the game is not gonna release well because of their history. That's it, really.
But but honestly, they treat Monster Hunter a lot better than their other franchises at this moment.
But that's really because of Nintendo's quality control.
But do you know that for sure?
Yes.
Like,
I
okay.
mean, it definitely feels, but I wouldn't say for sure. I mean, there's a possibility that even without Nintendo's control or quality control, I feel like maybe they'll do the right thing with this game. Because
give them a little bit of credit.
This franchise is super popular, it's super important to them, and it's really popular.
I'm only speculating, and this is only based off of what I know. And I do know that Nintendo does their own quality control, so I'm only putting pieces and pieces together.
It definitely makes sense.
This is as close. This is as logical and close as I can get. I'm not saying this is for sure, but as far as what I'm putting together,
it's definitely possible.
as far as what I'm putting together, this is what I'm saying because I'm saying about Monster Hunter on 3DS and Wii U and the Switch because of their quality control. So the possibility of them doing well on other platforms is a mystery. ESRB isn't going to do quality control. Their own department may be a Capcom, but who knows what they're doing? I mean, shit, you know, if some of these ads were fixed, you know, then we'll know that there was quality control.
Yeah, a lot of people, that's, oh my god, I don't even want to get into that. Everyone's like freaking pissed about that.
Yeah, so, I want Monster Hunter to do good, but with what I'm seeing, I just hope that it just does well in general.
Hey guys, I just picked up a hoe.
Nice. So, my point stands. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong, Scott.
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong too. But
I've never hoped so much for someone to be wrong before.
I know, Scott, I'm sorry, I've never wanted someone to be more wrong than I want you.
I want to be wrong too. But I just want people to understand my point and that there's a possibility.
Well, yeah, there's a possibility, honestly, with every game coming out nowadays. Or even back then, like, there's always that possibility that games are released way sooner than they're supposed to. Which sucks, because people need to, you know, these companies need to make sure they actually put out quality content. But a lot of these companies, like Ubisoft or Capcom of the late, have been, you know, a lot lazier in their stuff.
I see, before we go, continue, I see one or two people have joined us. Welcome, one or two people. Feel free to oh, one of them left. Well, feel free to join our, for the other person, I'm not sure if there's like one or two that I saw, but feel free to join our discussion. We're talking about Monster Hunter, and we're hoping that,
we're always looking in the chat.
Yeah, we're always looking. We're just hoping that Monster Hunter that's been announced for the multi-plat on PS4, Xbox One. Xbox One, right?
Yeah, Xbox One.
Yeah, it was announced for Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
We're hoping
PC
that
at a later date.
we're talking about how we wish it does well. So.
And I hope that I'm wrong. So, if you want to look back at my points, check back at the VODs at a later time when the VOD is released. But in a nutshell, with Capcom's track record and in contrast, Nintendo's quality control, there may be a possibility that Monster Hunter World might not do well on the other platforms that they will be releasing Monster Hunter World on. So I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that my point is becomes null. Because if it does not do well, then
I'm going to kill
like,
myself.
Capcom done goofed.
I will.
On their own, on the franchise they're hugging onto the most.
If this game doesn't do well, I will down a bottle of bleach pills and drink it down with a nice gallon of bleach.
I hope OP delivers.
I do too.
Good thing I'm not posting. I'm talking.
Oh, yeah. Well, as long as you post the audio when it happens, you know, just let us know.
Don't bleep that out. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'll just bleep it out and post.
Alright, sick. So, that's really just, I hope it does good. I hope it does really well. I want to play the game. I was actually excited when that trailer came out.
I creamed my pants, dude.
Oh.
You were there. You don't have to.
I actually have something else to bring up very quick. Do you guys see the Bethesda? No, I know Scott saw it, but did you see it, Tabars? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wolf Clan. What'd you
I
guys
don't care.
What'd you guys think of Skyrim on Switch?
It's just like every other Skyrim release. There was a joke.
They're pushing Skyrim too much at this point. They're re-releasing so many times and porting it so many
And
times.
Skyrim on VR.
See,
Yeah.
I've never
That's a
played
separate release.
I've never played Skyrim before, but I am highly interested in it, like how Scott is interested in Monster Hunter. So, what can you guys tell me about Skyrim that
Without spoiling it,
I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to throw a rock into like a
it's an Elder Scrolls game.
I see you trying to throw it in.
Dude, it's fucking hard. I'm sorry.
It's an Elder Scrolls game. It's an RPG.
God damn it.
Very magical. Oh my god, you almost fell.
Did you play Fallout at all?
I've only seen Fallout game footage.
Well, it's like that, obviously, but
God damn it.
themed. And I would say a little bit more simplified, I think. I mean, I love the game. The game is really good. If you want a really good experience, I would say. I mean, you could get it on the Wii U, obviously, but I would say obviously buy it on the PC because mods.
I heard about the Macho Man Randy Savage.
But if you want the core experience, you don't have to play with mods.
No, yeah, you don't.
An enhanced experience, and if you can run it.
Oh, but the Switch version will have mods in the form of amiibo. Oh.
See, I would suggest playing the game without mods to begin with. Like, play the game all the way through, like, without mods.
Yeah, don't touch your amiibos before you until you finish the game.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once you finish the game, then you could play around with the mods, because then you could truly appreciate the mods and the game for what they are and whatnot. But that's just me, then again.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the game is pretty time consuming, so take your time.
Yeah, it is. It does take a long time to finish. It also depends though on how much side quests and how like
I don't know.
off track you get.
I heard
Also,
it.
when you walk into a town, shoot a chicken or hit a chicken.
No, do not do that.
No,
Don't
do
listen
it.
to him. No, do not do it.
I don't know.
Okay, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is similar to Skyrim in the fact that you could get sidetracked really easily.
Oh yeah.
And Skyrim is similar to Legend of Zelda in the fact that if you mess with a chicken, you're probably gonna die.
Why? What's up with Skyrim's chickens?
You just play it. If your curiosity gets the better of you, kill a chicken or hit a chicken, and you'll see.
Hmm.
We won't say anything.
I like how his curiosity is really picky.
My curiosity is aroused, and so am I.
Same. Same. Skyrim, yeah. If you haven't tried it yet, try it out. Play it. It's fun. It's a great game. In about 30 years, it'll be on the PSA and the Xbox 1080.
1080.
And on CP and Linux. Hopefully on Linux. Actually, maybe it might be on Linux already. I don't know what else we need to talk about. You know, does anyone needs to bring anything up?
No, I'm good. I'm actually, I was about to head to bed in a bit.
I think we can end our discussion this evening. You guys want to plug yourselves before we end the stream?
Nah, I'm
Nintendo.
What the fuck? I just... Oh, because I had no stamina. I just drowned all of a sudden. Oh. I drowned a little inside.
Oh god, it's so brutal.
You saw it?
Oh my god, you did drown!
It's because I forgot that when you run out of stamina that you just
I
automatically
know you
drown.
tried walking in the thing with no stamina, those players.
So yeah, twitch.tv/Kojinatu.
Blow me not to.
I stream
To blow or not, or to
I stream every other month. Not really though, but I will.
to blow or to Koji not to blow.
To blow or not to. Blow.
You can also find them. You can also find them at a PTSD Scotty Z.
Same. You catch me on. You catch me on Jimmy's
Catch
chat
him
under
on.
the same name.
Catch him on Ustream.
On Ustream.
PTSD Scotty Z, where he streams himself having PTSD attacks. From all those times playing Overwatch.
Catch me on mixer.com/Kojinatu where I play Forza and have an aneurysm.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, what the fuck that rock come
God.
from? Oh god.
Good God. Okay, well, thank
Alright.
you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
For those of you who...
Wait, no, only the host can do it. Go on, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm the one who has to end it, and we're not getting off until I say so.
Oh, well, okay, I'm getting off early. Bye, guys.
Hey, wait, what the hell? Okay, wait, okay, I'll end it properly. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it where this flower is. Okay. Thanks you guys for joining us. Hope you guys like what you see. We're gonna probably be doing this a lot more often. Late night discussions.
Comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and then undo it so you can do it again. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, just like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.